juice. I need some of that.
Good evening, North Lincoln Knights fans and Burns Bulldogs fans. This is Tom Sinafani, a special crew with you tonight, as usual, Matthew Royster. Also have from Lincoln County, Ken Link. Say hello to our listeners, Ken.
Hello out there. Glad to be with you as we bring this important game tonight. Got a mixed crew and going to enjoy bringing it to you.
See, but we're all friends. We're all friends. It's all going to go well tonight.
That's right.
We're back to tied up here in this press box.
No matter who wins, both teams have had a fantastic season. This is high-stakes poker, though. Both teams really, really want this bad, be signature wins for their program. So I think it's going to be a really good ball game tonight with talent on both sides of the ball. So looking forward to it. Say hello to our listeners, Matthew.
It's going to be a good one up here in North Lincoln. They're coming in at 12-1. I think Burns is 11-2. So everybody's got them, right head-to-head matchup. It can kind of go either way. Obviously the North Lincoln guys say they're going to win, and we're saying we're going to win. So I think that's pretty common. But
okay, I want to remind all our listeners that this broadcast is brought to you by the Ronaldo Auto Mall, the Stadium Pre-Game Show, brought to you by Abernathy, Christ, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Good folks. When I lived in Cherryville, always took my Dodge up there. They took good care of it. Good people see them for your automotive needs. And the Burns Coaches Interview is brought to you by Bill Schufert Heating and Air. Burns Coach is keeping it a little tight to the vest, a little close to the vest, Ken. They're not wanting to say a whole lot. When I asked them what's the key to the game, they're kind of, we're going to see what happens, Tom. But one of them told me the key to this game will be stop the run. And that's just basic statement there, but huge. Stop the run. I'll go to you first, Ken. What would concern you most? If you're a Burns coach, what's going to concern you most about this North Lincoln rushing attack?
Well, obviously the man that comes to mind is Keywan Pryor. Obviously the big part of their rushing attack, and he has been almost unstoppable all year. Tremendous game last week, and so they've got to slow him down. They're not going to stop him, but the key is to slow him down. Don't let him have 300-400 yards, obviously.
What about that North Lincoln rushing attack? If you're a Burns coach trying to defend the North Lincoln rushing attack, what's going to worry you the most?
Well, I'd be concerned about how efficiently they run that thing, and it's not going to be just one player. They use all three of them in the option, and they've really improved on how efficiently they're running it this year, the second year under Nicky Basil. And so that's the challenge Burns got, is to slow down that offense. They're not going to be able to stop it, just like I said about Pryor, but they've got to slow it down.
So on both sides of the ball, that there's good ground game by both teams. And Matthew, if you're a Burns coach wanting to stop that North Lincoln rushing attack, what players are going to be key involved in that?
Well, their leading rusher is Ty Williams, number 23. We'll definitely call his name a lot tonight. He's coming in with 1,209 rushing yards, 20 touchdowns. He can run the ball. The quarterback, Sam Brady, quarterback Landon Beard, has 632 rushing yards himself to go along with 608 passing yards. They run a triple option offense, so I think we're used to kind of seeing that type of offense, before. They put 320 yards a game, average per game on the field, so it's going to be a tough game for Burns tonight.
So, yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, Al Goodson's back. He played last week, had a good game. Want to see Maloney, a few of those other guys on the defensive line, Cody Petty, Brack Bivens, and some others. We're going to have the work cut out for them tonight, but I think that this is very much going to be a battle of the trenches. I really like the Burns offensive line. I think Landon Hoyle, Cody Petty, Luke Lytle, those guys up front, Xavier Jennings. I know I'm forgetting one, but, they have really – done a great job all year creating those creases. I'll let Ken tell us a little bit about North Lincoln. Seems to think they have a very special player, a defensive end. Let me say this correctly. Terrell, am I saying that correctly? Price?
Travali Price.
Travali Price.
They call him Trey for short.
Okay. Trey.
He was last year the South Fork 2A Defensive Player of the Year as a sophomore. He is a junior. Stats maybe not be quite as impressive this year as a lot of teams have run away from him, but he is a D1 prospect as a junior. So on that defense, they have some quickness at the linebacker spot. Three guys I was telling Tom that goes both ways, and that's Sam Brady, Jake Caruso and Ty Williams, and they're going to see them on every defensive snap and every offensive snap. And all those three have a lot of quickness and speed.
I've heard a lot about Caruso. He's actually going to Appalachian State to run track. Am I correct?
That's right. And guess what? It's not a run. He's not going to run track. He's state champion in 2 throwing events, shot put and discus, and he's 5'11", 185. A little bit strange, but the guy's quite an athlete.
It's called 2 words. It's called core strength. That's what it's called.
Exactly.
Yep.
But something I wanted to add to, you talked about Price's stats maybe not being what they are. Well, I'm sure that the other teams are going to run away from him. They're going to see where he's lined up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the North Lincoln coaching staff are going to try to disguise where he's at and move him around, that he's not just going to be on the right side or the left side. I imagine he could play in the middle if he wanted to. So they're going to move him all over and try to put him in a position to make plays. I guess I'll go to Matthew with my next question. Say that North Lincoln's front is able to at least slow Pryor down. I have to agree with Ken. It's like there's certain plays you just can't just completely take out of the game. But if you make him having a more run-of-the-mill night, where else is Burns going to go to do anything?
Well, I think you still need to go with Pryor, but, get him out in the open field, some little screen passes, spread the ball out, and then start looking at Jaquan Agree, KJ Leslie, and some of these other big play guys. Cameron does have the ability to throw the ball downfield when he needs to. We saw that last week. He hit a big bomb to KJ. So I think that's there if they have to. I think we'll be fine, if they shut Key1 down.
Okay, so Burns does have some other weapons in the arsenal. Don't get talked about much. You did talk about Degree. They do like to get him in space. He is very good in the open space and making people miss. Let's not forget about Case and Twitty. He's made some big plays this year. KJ Leslie caught a 42-yard touchdown bomb last week in Burns' big win over High Brighton. So they do have some other guys they can go to. Of course, if I'm a North Lincoln man, I'm going to say, that's fine. I'm going to try to prevent your best player from beating us, and you're going to beat us with somebody else. Wouldn't you say, Ken?
Yes, and I know Burns does pass the ball some, and so you can't just completely sell out on Pryor and give up big plays in the passing game. So that's what you got to watch out for. On the North Lincoln side, they're not going to pass it a lot, but they'll hit you with a couple surprise passes. They may only throw it 5 or 6 times a game, but usually they hit about 1 touchdown a game on a pass just because – I say they scheme them open because everybody's trying to stop the run, and then they get somebody open and hit a pass.
That's very similar to the way Burns is. Like I say, they hit Key1 for 4 or 5 rushing plays in a row, then they'll pop that quick pass.
So I think the difference is going to be. I think the difference is going to be is North Lincoln looks like they like a lot of power sets, and Burns spreads it out just a little bit more. They'll go with some They'll go with some 3 wide receiver sets. They like to use the H-back as a blocker. I think, excuse me, guys. Ginger ale went down the wrong pipe. I think that North Lincoln seems like they like to run more big, maybe 2 wide receivers and maybe an extra running back, Ken. So it seems like if North Lincoln's going to throw the ball, Soros, am I saying that correctly? Soros, am I getting that name right?
Caruso.
Okay, let me get that right.
Yes.
Caruso, they like to go to him, but it seems like maybe they like to get a little tight and end up the seam, maybe sneaking an H-back out there or something like that.
Occasionally they'll sneak Caruso out, or they'll throw to the Brady, the young man who's going to the University of Virginia, or number 7, Whitley. And both those guys are tall. Whitley's 6'2", and Brady's 6'4". So when they do throw it, it'll be one of those 3. Those 2 or Caruso.
Yeah, we know Caruso plays both ways.
He does.
What about some of these other guys?
Brady plays both ways. He plays strong safety on defense, wide receiver on offense. Ty Williams, who's the fullback, he plays middle linebacker on defense. 5'7", 175, about the same height as Pryor, but a little bit thicker.
Right. Yeah, I saw him on game film. He looks pretty dangerous out there, for sure.
Okay, so I think it's time to nominate some players to watch. For Burns, it'll be Homestar Financial of Shelby, player to watch. Matthew, tell me who's your player to watch for Burns.
Well, we got to go with Key1 Pryor. Obviously, our offense runs through him. He rushed for 413 yards last week, 3 touchdowns. He is our offense. Like I say, if we get into trouble with him, we may can switch off some other different guys. But if he's clicking tonight, I think Burns has a very, very good chance of winning this ball game.
And Ken, Key Builders of Lincolnton is bringing the player to watch. Who is your player to watch for the North Lincoln Knights?
And tonight, the player I'm going to say to watch is, I think, the one who runs this offense. They've got a lot of good players, but Landon Beard at the quarterback spot has got to make good decisions for the offense to go. So he is the Key Builders player to watch tonight. All
right, so a couple of key players, and that's a Key Builders, key players to watch tonight. So we'll be keeping our eyes on them amongst others, as there's a lot of stars out there, a lot of potential next-level talents going to be involved in this ball game. We're going to take a break for a couple minutes, and we come back. We'll got you more stats from both sides to share with you. We're about 22 minutes and 28 seconds away from our Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff, so we'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the pregame show, which is brought to you by Abernathy, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and as always, Burns Football and North Lincoln Football, brought to you by the Renato Auto Mall.
Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $2,500 in customer cash. But that's not all. The Polaris factory authorized clearance is underway with 3.99% APR and rebates of up to $3,500. And see the line of reconditioned golf carts too at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com. You know life is too short to be stuck in the cold. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby says, do all you can to stay comfortable in your home this winter season. Call Hopper Heating and Air to schedule your precision tune-up and ask about the new customer discounts. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning is located at 2310 Kings Road Extension in Shelby. Just call 704-482-8207 or visit the website at hopperhvac.com. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning. Like them on Facebook, too. Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation Service, LLC in Boiling Springs, North Carolina, is a full-service funeral and cremation provider owned by Robbie Morgan, who grew up in Ellenboro. They do cremations, funerals, and whole-body donations. Basic cremation package is $9.95. Traditional cremation packages start at $3,000, and their funeral packages start at $47.95. That includes the casket and poly outer burial container. They offer prepaid insurance-funded arrangements. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer questions or care for your loved one. Call 704-300-2343 or contact them on the web at rsmorganfsl.com. It's the best time of the year to buy a new mower from Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. Now for a limited time, Elliott Supply Company in Polkville is having a year-end closeout sale on in-stock mowers. With name brands like Husqvarna and Skag, you'll get the best deal of the year. Again, in-stock Husqvarna and Skag mowers are at year-end sale prices now. So hurry on in and save big money. Only at Elliott Supply Company, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail, Highway 182 in Polkville. Here's good news from Love Insurance Agency in Lincoln. Love Insurance Agency has just added 2 new nationally recognized companies. Now more than ever, Love Insurance Agency can give you more opportunities to shop and save you money. Love Insurance Agency insures all drivers. Chances are you can ride today at Love Insurance Agency, 820 East Main Street in Lincoln. Call 704-735-3135. Online at loveinsurance.com. The world's largest Christmas stockings have been hung at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Allen Drug Store in Stanley, and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Just go by and register to win. It's filled with all kinds of toys and games. You've got to see it to believe it. And be sure to get your flu shot while you're there. Don't miss out. Sign up today for the world's largest Christmas stocking at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville, Allen Drug Store, Main Street in Stanley, and the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston.
All right, we're back. Tom Senafani, Matthew Royster, Ken Link on this Renato Auto Mall broadcast, doing this stadium pregame show brought to you by Abernathy, Christ, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. So, guys, while we were at break, we were talking about what we wanted to go over next. Both of you got some stats on the stat sheet. So, Matthew, I'll start with you, and we'll talk about those, and then we'll go to what Ken's got, and we'll talk about that.
Well, like I say, the quarterback Landon Beard, passing is 24 for 39, 618 yards. Rushing has got 632 rushing yards. So he's definitely a dual threat quarterback, much like what we saw last week against High Brighton. Leading wide receiver Sam Brady, as we said, he is a University of Virginia commit. Has 248 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns. He'll play both ways, a little bit on defense as well. Ty Williams, the leading rusher, coming in 1,209 rushing yards, 20 touchdowns. Now he'll also play linebacker as well. And Jake Sarus, we'll call his name a lot too. He's a slot guy. He'll get some rushes. And he plays outside linebacker too. So a lot of good athletes on the field for North Lincoln tonight. So it's going to be a tough task for Burns tonight.
And I'll just say this, that it's given Burns a little bit of trouble with the athletic quarterback it did last week.
Yep.
So I'm sure they've been trying to figure out a way to stop that and slow that down, as the guy last week, Perry, for High Brighton, he was really a special player, and he got loose for about a 65-yard touchdown. So I'm sure they broke that one down in the film room, trying to prevent that from happening again tonight. Ken, what do you have on your stat sheet?
Well, I just want to go over just overall stats, some team stats. Both these teams obviously have good offense and solid defense, and we know that the schedule that Burns has played has been a very tough schedule, tougher than the Knights. But for Burns, they're averaging 40.5 points a game, giving up 16.8. For North Lincoln, they're averaging 45.5 points a game and giving up 10.3 points a game. And as we know, they're mostly a rushing attack, but both these teams average right around 390-some yards total offense a game. So pretty even at a lot of ways you look at it. Just one thing about, you mentioned Landon Beard. He was hobbled with an ankle injury and missed 3 games and was not 100% and some more. But the last 7 games since he got healthy, that's when this offense, I think, has really clicked even better.
Yeah.
And you said it right there, Ken. You got to get healthy this time of year. And, you know, we're not as familiar with the Lincoln County teams, but our team has dealt with injuries. Dorian Starnes went down with a concussion, really important defensive player. He seems to be back to full speed. Cameron Sweezy missed a game late in the year, the last game of the year. Goodson came in, did a great job in relief, but Cameron's recovered from that concussion. So we've gotten some guys back. Landon Hoyle earlier in the year, where he was hobbled by an ankle injury as well, and he's back. So it seems like both teams are getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I know I asked before the game, and North Lincoln says everybody's healthy and ready to go.
And what's the status of Kahari Haynes? That's one of our freshmen that's had an ankle injury.
Yeah, Haynes.
Is he gonna be back, or is he
Haynes,
still
one of our defensive back, one of our young freshmen. I don't expect him to play today. He's really had a hard time with that ankle sprain. Azari Brown, number 30, has come in and done a pretty good job in the place. I mean, we've called his name a lot, so I don't think there's much of a drop-off with Brown in there. I expect him to get the bulk of the plays, and they will bring him back slowly if he's able to go. You don't want to rush things too much, especially with those ankle injuries. Like, what people don't understand, like, ankles and groins and things, guys, it seems like they're getting better, and it doesn't take much to re-aggravate it. So I think they're being cautious with him. Thank goodness we do have good depth in our secondary, so the guys have been able to pick up the slack.
Well, Haynes and Ryan Thompson is 2 of our freshmen that we got that's on the middle school championship team last year, has played big minutes this season, has done really well.
Yeah, we'll give a shout-out to the middle school team of Burns for winning that.
They won again this year, you're
yeah,
right.
Back-to-back. So Coach Cooper and the guys, I mean, it starts with the middle school programs. I know a few years back, Ken, when the North Lincoln boys were in middle school, my daughter was cheering in middle school, and there were some battles. North Lincoln was really good back then. All those kids are juniors and seniors now. So
I think they won the championship as well, isn't that right, Ken?
Yeah, they the JV championship this year was won by North Lincoln.
Okay, we're going to step away for 3 more minutes while they do the national anthem. So 3 minutes. We'll be back. You're listening to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram pregame show. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
In sports, you want to get every advantage possible, and it's the same when it comes to your money, especially at tax time. And Noah K. and Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby is the place to go to get every advantage you deserve. They'll work hard for you to take advantage of the credits and deductions that you've earned and make the most of your return. Just call Noah K. at 704-484-2783 and learn more. Get the advantage. See Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, next to the S&M Sports Shop. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com. Now through December 15th, get up to $1,500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualifying American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months. Come on in or call for all the details at 704-484-0025. Again, up to $1,500 in instant rebates on qualifying American Standard equipment and special 0% financing up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay zero money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, zero money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat.
All right, we're back. Tom Cinefani, Matthew Royster, Ken Link bringing you this third round 2AA playoff game between the North Lincoln Knights and the Burns Bulldogs. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, guys. That's a Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. And what you're seeing here, some of us want to remind everybody, you're seeing the scoreboard right now. We will have video for this one tonight, thanks to sponsors who have paid for the $500 fee from the great state of North Carolina. So we are fortunate for those sponsors. So thank you very much for paying for that, so people back home who might not be able to come to the game, or people that live far away and just are unable to come out to the game, will be able to see that.
Morgan Funeral Home?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was looking for it on the sheet here. I didn't see it written on the sheet, but we'll get confirmation of that shortly. So thank you for sponsoring Burns High School and North Lincoln High School football. We give a little shout out to my friend David Minnick, who's out there coaching for the North Lincoln Knights. He was in Cleveland County for a long time, joined this program a while back, and his wife Belinda Minnick, and they've listened to a lot of games. I'm sure that Belinda's here at the game tonight, watching the game tonight, so I'm sure she's in the crowd somewhere. But North Lincoln does have a lot of good coaches on their staff and put together a really good staff and have a really great football team, a great year. I did want to comment on one thing, the field conditions. Now, I don't know if you did, Ken, walk across the field. I know Matt and I walked across the field. It's a little gooey out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
I think it may slow down some of the guys just a little bit tonight because it is a little wet. We had a good bit of rain not too long ago, but it's not really completely dried out. And I think that may be an issue tonight.
Well, this field is not in the best condition. In fact, they did a lot of work on the practice field, and it's much better condition than this field. So this field has got some wet spots on it, and it's not, like I say, in the greatest condition.
Yeah.
Well, it's been well used. The soccer team also plays here.
Yes.
And they had a playoff run. I can't remember, it was 1 or 2 games that the soccer team went to. I was up here a couple times as a soccer official. Hey, Coach Cognell's in here, defensive coordinator for the Bulldogs. Both ties have excellent coaching staffs. Coach Cognell's been with the Burns program since the year 2000, so he's been with us for a long time and done a really great job for us.
Give a shout out to the fans that showed up tonight for Burns. But it's a packed house on the opposite side of the field over on the visitor side, as well as the North Lincoln side. It's full capacity here tonight.
And it is standing room only. Literally, there are people standing along the sides. They don't have banks here, though, Ken. Like you come to Cleveland County, everybody's got a bank for them to sit on. There's no bank here at North Lincoln, so they're just going to sit where they can, Ken.
Yeah, they got a little overflow bleachers over there, but it looks like they've filled up pretty good. So you do have a few folks standing up over there on the visitor side.
And you like to see this community support. In the Pumpkin Center community, the greater Lincoln community, Lawndale, Falston, the greater Shelby community of really supporting these football teams. And as you said, there's not a seat to be had on the Lincoln County side. There's not a seat to be had on the Burns side. So big crowd out here tonight, as should be, to support these young men in this 2AA third-round game. So,
well, we all know this will be whoever wins this game will go to the Western Conference, Western Region Finals, and we'll play the winner of Shelby or West Lincoln.
So let me ask you guys this. I got one question for you guys. Ken, if I said this, North Lincoln will win this game because, how would you complete that sentence?
Because of their triple option offense, that Burns was not able to slow it down enough to score enough points to win the game.
And that seems to be the concern of the coaching staff, the running threat of North Lincoln. So Ken seems to think if the triple option threat is able to control that football, keep it away from the Burns side, it's going to mean a North Lincoln win tonight. So if I ask you, Matthew, the Burns Bulldogs will win this game because – complete that sentence for
I'm going to piggyback off what Ken said. If our defense can stop that triple option, Keywan's going to get his carries. He's going to get his touchdowns. He's going to get his yards. But if we can limit their rushing attack and our defense can step up like they have most of the season, I think we're going to come away with a victory tonight. And
we both talked about the same thing, but as you always know, turnovers and special teams can play a big part, and they may be one play on a big turnover or special team play that may be the deciding factor in this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's a good thing you guys brought that up. Cameron Sweezy's been taking pretty good care of the ball. I can speak for that because I've seen it all year. Thrown a couple interceptions, but not much. TD to interception ratio has been very good all year long. I imagine North Lincoln, you don't get this far if you're sloppy with the football, so they've been taking good care and causing the takeaways. I want to say Burns had 4 takeaways last week, 3 fumble recoveries and an interception.
I think they fumbled 4 times. We recovered 3 of them, one of them in the end zone for a touchdown.
And then had the great interception as well. So, when you take the ball away 4 times, neither team is going to get away with being -2 or -3 in the turnover category and win this ball game. At least I don't think. And I'm sure both coaches have told them, boys, we need 2 hands on the football, ball security. I'm sure both quarterbacks have been told, let's not try to force things. Don't be a hero. Just do what you've done all year. Hit your open receivers. Go through your progressions. And they're going to preach that the whole game because, as you guys said, a turnover could be huge in this ball game. And it looks like we've got the captains for Burns. Let me see how good my eyes are. That's 56 Landon Hoyle, 2 Jaquan Degree, 23 Austin Setzer, and 54 Cody Petty. And Ken, if you could tell us the North Lincoln captains, I believe here, who have, what is that they have there, Ken?
51, Zach Barnett, 66, JoJo Alberti, 56, Travali Price, and number 11, Brandon Beard.
All right, Ken, what's the significance behind the plow? Tell me that. What is that? They've brought this plow out on this cart. It's painted in the school colors. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know.
I got to find out in the booth. Okay.
We'll get
What'd he say?
confirmation on that later, I guess.
The theme for North, I like it. It's very rural North Carolina. It's an old school plow, and this North Lincoln team's motto is "Keep on plowing." So they have a plow painted in the school colors that the captains came out with. If you see Mario Clark, one of our coaches, he's got the turnover belt on. So
Right.
both teams.
There you go.
Both
That's
teams
reminiscent, I think, with the Miami
have their-
Hurricanes started that.
A correction on the captain. Jake Sarouse is the other captain out there, number 2 tonight.
Okay, Sarouse, if I can remember that. If I call him Soros, just punch me in the gut. Sarouse. Soros is some famous guy from California, and that's when I saw that. So Sarouse.
We'll probably
is
be
that
calling
kid's
his name a lot tonight. So
Yes, so any of the North Lincoln fans, Ken, I'm going to lean on him a little bit for pronunciations and things like that. So Ken's going to punch me in the gut if I get anybody's name wrong or number wrong, and we're going to try to do our best with this broadcast tonight. So coin toss, not sure who won.
it's up in the air right now.
Up in the air. So referee comes over and
Looking at it.
Looks like Burns has won it.
Not sure.
Still waiting.
Okay, Burns has won the toss and will receive, I believe. Or they're deferring. Burns won the toss.
They're deferring to North Lincoln.
Bulldogs win the toss and have deferred and received the
And they defer to the second half. So it looks like we've got about 2 minutes to our Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. So, Ken, let's do 2 minutes worth of commercials and bring it back with the Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. You have listened to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Stadium pregame show. And as always, the Ronald Auto Mall brings you high school football on KTC.
Now through November 15th, get up to $1,500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualifying American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details. 704-484-0025. Again, up to $1,500 in instant rebates on qualifying American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $2,500 in customer cash. But that's not all. The Polaris factory authorized clearance is underway with 3.99% APR and rebates of up to $3,500. And see the line of reconditioned golf carts too at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Friendly, efficient, cost-effective, caring, empathetic. Excellent service and unmatched aftercare are just a few things our families are saying about Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation Service of Boiling Springs. We're available 24 hours, 7 days a week to answer questions or care for your loved one. We offer funerals, cremations, and whole-body donation choices, as well as all fraternal, military, and religious services. We offer pre-planning and pre-funded services with many payment options. Contact us today at 704-300-2343 or on the web at rsmorganfsl.com.
Welcome back. Tom Sinofani, Matthew Royster, and Ken Link with you. And that was Robert Morgan bringing you that last message from his funeral home. He is the one that has sponsored this broadcast. So if you are sitting at home watching this, you need to thank this man for sponsoring our broadcast tonight. Thank you very much. And we're ready for a Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. Kid, tell us who's going to be kicking this ball. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. We're kicking off, right? Okay, I'm sorry. North Link is receiving, so let me check that. I can tell you that. It's going to be, and I promised his uncle I would say this, the Thumper, Zachary Benfield. The Thumper.
Hadn't heard that
so
nickname
let's see if he lives up to that nickname on this kickoff, guys.
Very fitting nickname for Zach. He's definitely got a leg on him.
Okay, so for you guys listening at home, we'll be doing the play-by-play. Ken Link will be bringing you most of the color for North Lincoln on offense, and Matthew will be bringing you most of the color for when Burns is on offense. So we're going to try to get all these young men some recognition by the broadcasters that know them the best. as the excitement's here. They got the fans out with the cowbells. They're screaming and hollering. Student section, oh, there they go. Now they're getting up. Now they're anticipating this kickoff. Lots of noise as Zachary Benfield gets his foot into the ball, and we're underway. And it's received about at the 8, 10, 15, 20. Then he's brought down. Ken, who was that on the return?
Jack Carter on the return for the Knights.
So they're going to start on their own 23-yard line. Matt, you see who made the tackle?
I think that was Jaquan Agree, number 2 for Burns. Looks like he'll start off about the 22-yard line.
So we're going to see if Burns can stop this North Lincoln triple option attack, as North Lincoln's had a lot of success with this all year long. So that's Beard at the quarterback position. And he's in the shotgun. Looks like double H back, single back set, 2 wide receivers. As man comes in motion, looks like it's going to be a straight ahead run, and Burns is there. Cody Petty and company. Who got the carry, Ken?
Ty Williams on the carry. Stop, looked like for no gain on the play.
Looked like Starnes was in on the stop for Burns. So that's what Burns is going to have to stop. As Matthew and I have seen this year, there's been some success of running right at the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I know Shelby was able to have some success running straight at us with some of their bigger backs.
So 3 down linemen from Burns. And North Lincoln goes with 2 wide receivers, 2 H-backs, single back set, and looks like it's going to be another dive, straight ahead run, powering ahead for maybe 2. Who got that one, Ken?
That's Ty Williams again on the carry.
They gave him about 4. So that's going to set up a big-time 3rd down and 6. If you're a North Lincoln fan, you want to keep these sticks moving and keep that ball away from Pryor. If you're Burns, you got a chance to get off the field with a 3 and out. So big 3rd down. Burns has got 3 down linemen, now 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Looks like they're expecting run. Man comes in motion, and it's going to be a pitch, and it's going to be out to the right, and Cerusse is going to be. Brady is going to power his way for about 9 or 10 yards and a 1st down. So that was Cerusse, Ken?
So that's Sam Brady on the pitch.
Okay, Brady on the pitch. So that is a 1st down, and 1st downs brought to you by the Falston Pharmacy and West End Sales of Vail. So on the Lincoln side, we'll give those to West End Sales, and on the Bird side, we'll give those to Falston Pharmacy.
Ball's up to the 39-yard line.
All right, so 3-man front for Burns, 3 linebackers. Beard in the shotgun. And he claps the hands, and now it's going to be a straight-ahead run. And looks like Burns is there, and Setzer and company pull him down for no gain. Ken?
Yeah, Ty Williams again tried to hit on the outside, but couldn't get out there as a pursuit from Burns. Got him for maybe got a half a yard on the play.
Yep, they did give him about a yard. Looked like Setzer and company brought him down. Did you see anybody else on that tackle, Matt?
Nick Jackson was the first one to hit him there.
Okay.
So.
All right, Leslie coming off, and looks like they're bringing in some extra beef. I think that's 63, Luke Lytle coming in to play off defensive line. Check that, 4 down linemen for Burns, 3 linebackers. As now Beard's up under center. North Lincoln set, and they're going to try the sweep, and it's not going to, whoa, Cerusse is loose, and he got about 6 yards. Ken, what a run. Break it down for us.
Yeah, as he pitched to the outside, and he cut back on the inside, found a little crease, and battled for a good 6 yards on the play.
It looked like Burns had him for no gain, but Cerusse with a nifty run there. Who pulled him down, Matt?
I couldn't tell. Somebody had him by his jersey and wasn't able to hang on to it, but dove ahead for about 4 extra yards. So bring up about a 2nd and 3 situation.
3rd down, 3.
3rd down, 3. Check that.
As favorable down and distance if you're a North Lincoln fan, as this is a manageable down and distance for their style, as Beard is under center. Fullback behind him. He's going to throw it. He's got time. He rolls to his right. He flips it and caught by number 7. That's going to be another North Lincoln 1st down.
That's Seth Whitley on the catch.
So give him about 5 yard on the pass, as I want to say Beard did a good job on that, Ken, buying him some time.
He certainly did. I thought he was open early, but he didn't throw it, but he was able to get it to him eventually for the 1st down.
And that is a West End Sales of Vail 1st down.
Ball just crossed midfield about the 49.5-yard line into Bulldog territory.
Yeah, it was good pocket presence by Beard. Didn't get nervous, waited for somebody to come open and completed the pass. Here comes that double H set with a single running back behind Beard. Man comes in motion, Cerus, and Cerus is going to get the pitch, and he's got a little room. He's knocked down for about 4 yards, Ken. So a 4-yard run, and Degree put him down, as it looked like they tried that jet sweep again, or check that, a pitch out to the right again, and found a little room out there.
Yeah, excellent open field tackle there by Jaquan Degree for Burns. Ball's up to the 45 of Burns.
So this drive started back on the North Lincoln 23, couple of first downs, 7:47 left to go on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. No score, but North Lincoln on the move. And it's going to be a pitch, and this time knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage by Al Goodson. Ken, what happened there?
That's Ty Goodson, actually.
Oh, Ty Goodson, check that.
Yep. Go ahead, Ken.
Brady know where to go on that one, as defensed well by Burns and dropped for a loss of about 5 on the play, it looks like.
Yeah, lost about 5 or 6. And that's going to put him right over the midfield stripe. Call it the 49-yard line. So this the down and distance that North Lincoln would rather not be in. Of course, Beard made a very nice pass last time to convert on 3rd and about 4. He's under center, and he'll fake the handoff. He's back. He's got time. Now he's going to step up. He's going to run, and he makes a man miss, still on his feet. 30, 25, all the way to the 22-yard line. Another West End Sales a first down, Ken.
That's the elusiveness of Landon Beard, who really did that all on his own that time, folks.
Yeah, I mean, he just got loose. It looked like Burns had him down. And this is what hurt Burns a little bit last week as a running quarterback, Matt.
Yeah, Setzer, credit Setzer, the touchdown saving tackle there. Ball's up to about the 22.
So North Lincoln has kept it almost 6 minutes, turned out 3 first downs. And they're on the edge of the red zone, ball at the 22-yard line as Beard in the shotgun, and he'll hand it straight. Nope, little pitch play, and Burns had a defense, but Cerus still cut it up and got about 6 yards. Well-timed pitch there, Ken.
Yes, as he read the defense, and a little bit of room there, just enough to make the pitch and get ahead for, looks like, 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah.
He tried to cut it back, and Jaquan Degree tripped him up, finished off by Zari Brown, number 30.
Ball now at the 15-yard line as North Lincoln has already chewed up half of this first quarter. And they've made 1 completed pass. The rest have been on the ground. 2nd down 3. And up under center is Beard. It looked like Burns jumped offside. Nope, they didn't throw the flag. I thought they did.
I guess they didn't break the zone there.
So now a straight-ahead run. And Brock Bivens and company in, 1-yard gain, going to set up 3rd and 2, Ken.
Not much room there for Ty Williams on that one.
Did you see who made the tackle, Matt?
Yeah, Brax Bivens was the first guy there, and 2 other Bulldog defenders was there as well. Bring up 3rd and 3 for North Lincoln. 3rd
down and about a yard, as they gave him about 2. So 3rd down and a yard, 5:12 left to go. Go ahead.
I didn't think he got that much on the play. As a generous spot there for North Lincoln.
Hard to see in that massive humanity where he got to. But North Lincoln has taken 7 minutes off the clock on this drive. Beard up under center, and they're going to run right at Burn. Nope, he's going to keep it again outside, man. He's going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's going to be a Silver Point Homes of Lincolnton touchdown as North Lincoln marches 77 yards down the field for the game's first score, Ken.
And looks like there may be a flag on the play. It's going to come back, folks.
This one's coming back, folks, so take that off the board. What'd they call? Ken? Was it holding?
Called holding. I don't know. I guess it's in the middle line. Is when Brady got the pitch, there was nobody out there. He pretty much walked in the end zone.
Either it was a great play or somebody on pursuit got tackled, Ken. Look at that.
Kind of broken coverage there for Burns a little bit.
Yeah, they've moved the ball all the way back to the 22-yard line.
That's a killer for North Lincoln.
So this is 3rd down.
Timeout on the field.
And timeout, so we're going to take it with it. Ken, we're going to do 1 minute. You're listening to Burns and North Lincoln football on KTC Broadcasting.
Now through November 15th, get up to $1,500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualifying American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details. 704-484-0025. Again, up to $1,500 in instant rebates on qualifying American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $2,500 in customer cash. But that's not all. The Polaris factory authorized clearance is underway with 3.99% APR and rebates of up to $3,500. And see the line of reconditioned golf carts too at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
The game.
Huge 3rd down and 10 for the Knights. And it's going to be Beard. He's got time. He's rolling right. He's still got time. And Starnes is after him. Intercepted! And it's intercepted. Not sure who it was, but still on his feet to the 40. And it's Degree who's forced out at the 45-yard line as Beard forced one. And it's intercepted. And what a huge play that penalty is going to be, Ken.
Yeah, it was. And with a great run back by Degree, and finally Brady ran him down, was able to knock him out of bounds. He looked like he's almost going to take it to the house.
Yeah, I think is that a flag at the 25-yard line, guys?
There is a flag on the play. Not sure if it was after the interception or not.
Let's see what and it looks like Burns is marching back.
His interception's coming back. No, it will be Burns' ball.
Hold on. Yes, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, the North Lincoln offense. Let's see. What's the call? Okay, Sweezy's on the field, so I think Matthew is right. But that ball's coming all the way back to the 10-yard line.
Not sure what that penalty. Y'all guys see what that penalty was? Blocking the back on the interception.
And so Burns going to take it on their own 10 with 4:38 left to go. We'll break that down a little bit more in just a second. As now the Burns offense on the field for the first time, and Sweezy's in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Double H back with Pryor, the running back. Now Sweezy getting his guys organized. 8 seconds on the play clock. And not sure we're going to have a penalty against Burns, I believe.
The movement on the line, let's see who moved first. Yes, false start.
It looked like some confusion.
Well, it looks like at first I thought North Lincoln jumped offside, but I guess it was tipped off by the Burns offensive line there. So Burns will be back in a little bit of a hole, 1st and 15. Ball's about the 5-yard line.
See, both teams have made a mistake. The holding call on North Lincoln negates a touchdown. Then the block in the back negates a great return. So both teams are making great plays and getting in their own way at the same time. So now 1st and 15 with Sweezy in the shotgun. And guess who? Number 8, Keywan Pryor, looking for a crease. North Lincoln defense had him bottled up. And Pryor somehow came out of that pack, Matthew, and got about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, far side of the field. Can't tell how many yards he gained, but took it to the left side. Was pushed out of bounds.
They're not giving him much.
Snyder with the tackle for the Knights.
They're not giving him much. See, he must have stepped out of bounds there, guys. They gave him about 2 yards. It was 1st and 15. Now it's 2nd and 13. As Pryor looked like he'd come across the stick and at least got the penalty yardage back plus a little bit more. The official over there on that sideline marked him out. So Sweezy, here comes 8 again. Pryor, left side, got a little room. Woo! He's submarined and flipped on his back. Hopefully he's okay. Great tackle by the Knights there.
Yeah, probably maybe no gain on the play. Can't really tell.
Daniel Carter on the stop for the Knights.
Give him about 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down, 8 for the Bulldogs.
Ball's up to about the 12-yard line.
And I think the crowd noise is giving Sweezy a little bit of a hard time. He's trying to communicate with his offensive line. Now he barks a signal, claps the hands. No snap. Looking to the sideline, now giving more directions. Now talking to Keywan Pryor. Pryor's going to stay just to Sweezy's left, or right, check that, and it's going to be Pryor through a little crease, hurdles a man. 22, though, hit him there and prevented him from getting the first down. It looks like it's going to be a 3-and-out for Burns.
Yeah, Pryor might have gained 1 or 2. A little inside
Carter and Brady on the tackle for the Knights.
Bring up about 4th and 8, and punt unit for Burns will be out.
I mean, if you are the North Lincoln Knights, that is a win.
Yep.
I mean, you just saved yourself a huge momentum shift there with a great pick by Degree. Again, the penalty negates the return. Then Burns backs themselves up, and now they got a punt.
Well, Burns would have had the ball right at midfield, but that cost him about 40 yards on that penalty.
So here comes the thumper, Zachary Benfield, to kick the ball away. Good snap. Benfield's got time. Foot into it.
Seth Whitley.
And it's going to hit. What
it
a
hit him.
roll
Hit him in the head.
Let's see if it's a live ball. Who did it hit in the head, Ken? Did it hit a Burns player in the head?
I think it hit Trey Young in the helmet.
Then that ball's going to come to where it hit him.
It hit him about midfield.
Yeah, that ball's going to come up to where it hit him, and that's what the referee.
Yeah, the official saw that.
So, and the crowd booing because they want the ball. And, yeah, see, the ball's being moved up to the 44-yard line, and with 2:20 left to go on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, it's 0-0. North Lincoln will have it.
North Lincoln gets a break there and hits Trey Young in the head. That ball rolled another 10 or 15 yards, but they'll take over about the 46-yard line.
Okay, Ken, North Lincoln on offense, so we're leaning on you for the color now. First down and 10 as Beard up under center. Again, 2 H-back set. One usually comes in motion. Here he comes, and they're going to run right at Burns through a crease. Got a first down and more. He's going to score. He's to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Lincoln Knights, Ken. Who got that touchdown?
Ty Williams, 54-yard touchdown run for the Knights.
So Williams went in pretty much untouched as he broke through the Burns defense, and our first big play of the game is going to belong to the North Lincoln Knights, fellas.
Yeah, he found a big hole up the middle there and pretty much untouched, like you say. Jaquan Degree almost ran him down, but wasn't able to catch up with him.
And that's what's concerned us all year, with teams being able to run directly at us.
And on that, they've been stopping that dive up the middle, but it opened up that time.
Yep.
Well, North Lincoln does that they hide the ball very well, and you're not really sure when Beard's got it and when he doesn't. So who's for the extra point, Ken?
And this is Fiore.
Okay, Fiore's extra point.
Fiore with extra point.
It's 7-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard back in 60 seconds.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay zero money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, zero money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
We're back. Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff is going to be fielded at the 20 by Setzer. 25-30, still on his feet. Bowls a man over out to the 35-yard line. Good run back by Setzer. Burns will have it. Actually, they're going to mark it at the Burns 34-yard line. So first big play of the game belongs to the Knights, Ken. And that's what we talked about, is the running ability of the North Lincoln Knights.
And they was able to break one there, and they've been it's been a pattern. They've hit big plays throughout the year.
So Ty Williams with a tremendous run of 54 yards for a touchdown. Burns now trying to answer 4 wide receivers, and I think that's going to be a penalty on the Knights, as Burns wasn't set, so they're free to look back at the quarterback for the signal, and that's going to cost the Knights 5, guys.
Yeah, brings it up to the 44. Be 1st and 5. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in this first quarter.
So ball now at the 39-yard line as Sweezy is going to look over for the call. And 1st and 5, still going to stay with 3 wide receivers. Pryor the lone setback, and they're going to give it to him again through a little crease. There he goes. Boy, he's knocked down. It looked like that was going to be a bigger play.
That's Ty Williams on the tackle.
Yeah, good inside run there for Pryor. Close to the first down. Yeah, they're going to move the sticks. That will be a first down, but the game just at 5 yards.
So that will be a Falston Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs as they're ready to go quickly. As looks like Dorian Starnes in there at H-back.
Burns was able to take advantage of that penalty, move the chains here.
Well, now they're in much favorable field position now at their own 44-yard line. And they've had their first down. Here comes Pryor again, going to try the left, and he's not going to get anywhere. They got him behind the sticks for a 2-yard loss.
Sam Brady and Jake DeRoos on the stop.
Yeah, had good pursuit to the left side. Kewan Pryor was unable to make that turn, and I think they'll give him a 2-yard loss on the play.
Well,
second and 12.
I will say this. All 5 Burns plays have been Kewan Pryor runs. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to find something else if they want to compete in this ball game. I think North Lincoln is keying on him. Look at that. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 1 standing up, 2 linebackers behind them, 7 guys. Look at that. Now they got 4, 5, 6 guys on the line. And Sweezy, play action pass. Man's open. He missed him. He had a man open, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, the ball's a little bit behind. Pass intended for KJ Leslie to the left side. Bring up 3rd and 12.
Craig Rathbone on the coverage.
Burns is going to have to get something open on his passing attack if Kewan's not able to run tonight.
So
far he's been shut down.
Unfavorable down and distance for Burns here. 3rd down and 12 at their own 42. North Lincoln crowd ringing their bells and stomping their feet. Burns needs to take the momentum back here. If they can convert this play, it'll help them do that. So Sweezy in the shotgun, he's got it, and Pryor slipped. Ball's on the ground, I think. No, he slipped, but he maintained possession. Lost about 5 yards, and it's going to be punting time again for Burns.
Well, we said that before the game. The field's a little bit sloppy and wet out there, so Cameron was unable to get his footing and make that cut.
As he tried to cut, Sarouche was right there right after he fell.
Yeah, Brent closing on 25 seconds left and counting in this first quarter. Zach Benfield in the punt for Burns.
So the quarter has gone well. North Lincoln has been able to survive that interception. Benfield thumps that punt.
Pretty good kick.
And all the way back to the 20 where it's fielded and run out of bounds. That's 7.
Seth Whitley.
Whitley on the return for about 5 or 6 yards. That was Whitley. So here come the Knights with 9.4 seconds left to go on your First Federal Savings Bank of Lincolnton scoreboard. It is 7-0 Knights.
Well, Coach Devine and this Bulldog defense, they're going to have to make some adjustments if they can stop this North Lincoln rushing attack. So far, unable to do that tonight.
So North Lincoln's going to take it on their own 23. And I expect to see a heavy dose of run after Burns had a hard time stopping it. Look at that. Now they got 5 defensive linemen, and they're going to run Sarouche through a crease. And they got him around. Shoestring tackle there. Saved a touchdown, perhaps.
Sarouche with about a gain of 8 or 9 on that carry.
Good job, Setzer, making that tackle. That will be the last play of the first quarter.
Okay, so we're going to take a 60-second break, Ken, at the end of 1 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. It's 7-0 Knights. Back in 60 seconds.
Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat. When it comes to a coyote, it's time to check out West End Sales in Vail, North and South Carolina's #1 dealer. Head to West End Sales in Vail for your coyote today. Check it out. It's time for you to get ahead of the pack and get a new coyote from West End Sales in Vail. Ask about their 6-year unlimited hour warranty and a free loader with qualifying tractors. That's West End Sales, located at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
All right, we're back. North Lincoln with a 9-yard run on first down sets up 2nd and 1, and you could say they won that quarter. They scored a touchdown, moved it well on both possessions. As Beard under center, and he's going to take a penalty here. That's going to be a false start against the Knights.
They'll either motion or a false start.
Shelby leads West
Yeah.
Lincoln 7-0.
Shelby leads West Lincoln 7-0. So Lincoln, it's all Lincoln County versus Cleveland County tonight. In Cleveland County, it's Shelby ahead 7-0. Here it's North Lincoln ahead 7-0.
It is a 5-yard penalty on North Lincoln, false start.
So, I mean, that takes North Lincoln out of that very, very favorable down and distance, 2nd and 1, and backs them up a little bit. You know, it looks like they made that a 6-yard penalty, Ken. I mean, I'm not sure about that.
Well, it was 2nd 1, so.
Well, it's 2nd 1, so.
2nd 1.
It looks like 2nd down and 7, though. It looks like they moved it back a good bit. So, 2nd down 6. And little option play. Beard keeps it and gets good yardage as he's ridden down there by, I believe, Azari Brown. But he's still got about 8 yards, and I think it's a first down. It is.
Yeah, a little pitch to the right there.
So another first down, and again, those brought to you by West End Sales of Vale on the North Lincoln side. And I tell you what, North Lincoln is just churning out the first downs.
I think Burns had one in that first quarter.
Yeah, they had only one first down. Now Burns trying to slow them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, along with a couple of linebackers creeping up on that line of scrimmage. Here come the Knights. Dive play, I think, with Beard, who kept it, and he's wrestled down and maybe 2 yards.
Yes, Cody Petty there for the tackle, a little inside handoff from a quarterback keeper.
Let's see where they mark it. They're going to give him 2.
Face mask on Burns.
And I tell you what, that is a huge penalty. That's going to be another West End Sales of Vale first down, and Burns, after they make a good play on first down, they get that penalty.
That happened right at the end. Right as he's going down, someone's hand happened to catch it.
So that's going to move the ball to the plus 46 for North Lincoln. And if you're North Lincoln, everything has pretty much gone your way, except for the interception. You know, if it wasn't for that, it could easily be 14-0 at this point. As North Lincoln on the move again in plus territory. Single back set, double H, one wide receiver to the right, and I think it's a dive play. It is, and that's Williams, who's going to get about 6 more. Well, they said at the beginning that stopping the run would be key to this game, and Burns has yet to be able to do that, guys.
I think they've ran on every possession except that one pass that was intercepted. So.
Yeah, they set up another pass where Beard just scrambled for 27 yards.
Should be a 2nd and 2 balls at the about 38-yard line.
So Burns defense on their heels a little bit as North Lincoln has really came out and pounded the ball on them. 4-man line for Burns this time. 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. And here comes North Lincoln again. Dive play to Williams. He's through a crease, and he's still on his feet, dancing his waist, carrying a man all the way down to the 19-yard line. That's another West End Sales of Vale first down, guys.
North Lincoln's just been so good about deceiving, whether it's going to be an inside or a sweep play. That time he kept to the inside. Luckily, Dorian Storms there for the tackle.
Timeout Burns. They want to talk about it. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The kickoff sales event is underway at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. The selection is absolutely unbelievable. No matter what you're looking for, you'll find it at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. See their selection of trucks, vans, and SUVs, plus Mercedes, BMWs, Hondas, Cadillacs, Chevrolets, Nissans, Fords, and more. They have a vehicle for every need, and financing is available. Check them out at SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Become one of their satisfied customers today. Only at srautosales.com.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky by Wise Electric Control. Did you know we cover the entire Charlotte market?
Our Mr. Sparky electricians are everywhere to serve you from Cherryville, Kings Mountain, Gastonia to downtown Charlotte. We are your local electrician to call when you have any home or business electrical issues. If you're a Panthers fan, Knights fan, or Hornets fan, Mr. Sparky is here for you.
No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
All right, we're back as Burns took a timeout to make a defensive adjustment. North Lincoln on the move again, already up 7-0. And it's going to be Williams again. And this time he's met by Brack Bivens and minimal gain, maybe 2.
You notice they went with a 5-man front on defense that time, so maybe that's the adjustment that Burns needs on defense here.
Yeah, they've tried that a couple times. They've been kind of bouncing back between a 5 and a 4-man front. I think it's mainly That timeout was for assignments. I think that's what it was, is some of the Burns players not getting their assignments, and that's why people are running free. So, very much if you're defending this style offense, you have got to get your assignment. Beard in the shotgun now, little different look, and it's going to be Williams, and he smacks right into Luke Lytle, I believe, and what a collision there, fellas.
That's Lytle, that's Nick Jackson. I think Dorian Starnes was there as well, so good gang tackle there for his Bulldog defense to bring up third down.
And I think during that timeout, it was gut check time. It's like, look, boys, they are just running this ball right down your throat. You have got to stop that. And it is 3rd down and 7.
Well, they're going 2 straight plays up the middle. I wouldn't be surprised to see them trying to get outside on a little option play here. So let's watch for that here on this play.
Okay, Beard was in the shotgun last set. As I believe that's number 7, if I can remember his name, Whitley, split out wide to the left. Beard is a shotgun. Williams split out wide to the right. Empty set.
And we have a timeout.
Timeout for somebody, and we'll break that down when we come back. 60 seconds.
Introducing Wright's Jewelry new premium locket collection. More than just a pretty pendant, these lockets will hold precious memories inside. Show her your eternal love for her with a Diamond Eternity Circle pendant for a circle and your love will have no end. Take a look at these premium created opal sterling silver pieces. They will take you straight to the beach. Rose gold is the most asked about metal in their bridal collection, but your choice is the most important to Wright's Jewelry. Let them help find your perfect matching bridal set. Free intuition bracelet with in-store purchase. And be sure to mention this Bulldog Game Time ad. Offer good till end of season. Customized in the right way since 1937. Bring Wright's Jewelry your idea, and they are sure they can help turn your wish into reality with their in-house jewelry design. Does your lady need a new anniversary band this fall? Wright's Jewelry has many options to choose from. Proudly sponsoring Burns High Homecoming Queen with this beautiful tiara. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 1. And don't forget to like and follow Wright's Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram at Wright's Jewelry Store, or go to wrightsjewelrystore.com.
We're back. Big 3rd down and 7 for the Knights. Man, Kotsko, got to be a penalty on Williams. They don't call it. Through a crease, it looked like Williams started early. I'm sure some of the coaches are going to be upset, but it's going to be a 1st down for North Lincoln, guys.
Yeah, forcing a little pass play. And it is a penalty on North Lincoln.
Yeah, I was getting ready.
I didn't see the flag initially, but it was called on the field.
Well, it looked like
you were correct on that.
It looked like Williams was playing illegal shift. There it is. It looked like Williams was playing a little Canadian football, and he got called. Go
ahead.
Another costly penalty for the Knights on a 3rd down play. Twice in this game, they've had big plays to get 1st downs. Once a touchdown, but negated by mistakes they made.
So now North Lincoln behind the sticks, 3rd down, 12, as throwing situation, as Beard has shown he can throw it. He's not afraid to throw it, and he's thrown it effectively when he had to. 3 wide receivers and twin backs, and now we got a timeout by the officials. And the guy in the white hat's going to talk to the guy in the black hat about we don't know what. I think it's the spot of the ball they might be arguing about, guys. I think the ball is not spotted correctly. Let me see. And that's what it is. Just call me Sherlock Senafani right there.
They're going to bump it back a yard.
They're going to bump it back about a foot.
Yeah, about a half a yard.
So we stopped the play for that. So now it is, again, 3 wide receivers, split backs for Beard. He's got it, and a little pitch play, a little misdirection, and there's going to be an option pass. No, he pulls it down as 4 has it, and he's gang tackled after about a gain of 5 yards. As the refs didn't blow that short, it looked like, was that number 4? That was Brady.
Sam Brady on the carry, and they never did get him down, but it did stop him and stand him up.
So they're going to give him, where are they going to spot it, Ken?
Looks like they'll give him about 5 on the carry.
Okay, maybe, gave him a little bit, maybe about 6.
The offense is staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
As Brady, no, they're not. Here comes the field goal. Yeah, here comes the field goal unit. Fiori's going to try. They're going to put it down at the 24, so this will be a 34. Young man has quite a leg, as I saw on his extra point.
Holder is Craig.
Snap. Oh, not the best snap, but he got his foot into it, and it is no good. Wide left. We're going to keep it here, Ken. as he got a good kick, but you see the snap was just a little bit off.
The snap was off.
The holder did a tremendous job of getting that set up to where he could kick it. So tip your hat to that kid.
Yeah.
I didn't get his number. It happened too fast.
That's number 9. That's Craig Rathbone.
Well, Rathbone did a great job of getting a hold of that and getting that ball down. And there was a big foot on it, man. I mean, he kicked. He had plenty of leg. Just pushed it a little bit to the left. So
Burns will take over about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, well, Burns pulled the matrix right there and dodged a bullet. Let's see if they can do anything with this possession, because North Lincoln had all the momentum and they were rolling downhill. So now it's shotgun set for Burns as Pryor's back there with Sweezy. He's to the right. Double wide receivers, double H back to the left, and he's going to throw the little slant. Leslie's got it. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, 40, still on his feet. 40, 35, 30, 25, all the way down. Fumble, ball's on the ground, and North Lincoln has recovered. Oh, my
North
God.
Lincoln has recovered.
Holy cow, that's going to negate a tremendous run by Leslie, as he started at the 24, and he took it all the way down to the North Lincoln 8-yard line.
Big mistake
20.
by KJ Leslie.
Okay, what's that? Okay. So, I mean, it's –
Wow. He tried to be fancy there at the end and try to juke for a couple extra yards, and the North Lincoln defender was able to strip it out of his hands.
Was that a 72-yard play?
I'll tell you what, it's a 72-yard play, and then North Lincoln's going to take it back with 7:16 left to go on their own 10. So, wow, just Burns, you were elated and just sat on the same play within a matter of seconds as running play, Cerusse for about 3 yards.
Braxton Bivens there for the tackle for Burns.
I tell you what, that was a 72-yard play by Leslie, and he just, I tell you.
I don't know what he was trying to do there at the end.
Man.
He should have just went out of bounds there, but tried to get fancy with it and make a couple extra moves, but proved costly for him.
A tremendous run. I mean, he broke 2 or 3 tackles on the way.
And it was just a slant pass. I mean, just a great throw, great catch, but a greater defensive play by the Knights to force the fumble. So 2nd down, 6, Beard under center. And let's see, Beard still got it. Rolls around the left, got some running room, and he's able to break contain. He's still on his feet, and there he goes, 40, 50, 45, 40. They will not catch him. He's going to take it in for a North Lincoln Knights touchdown, and that's brought to you by Silver Point Homes of Lincolnton as he takes it. Ken, I think that was an 85-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he broke a couple tackles to the left side and was a foot race there at the end, ran down the left side of the field, and Burns didn't even come close to catching him.
So I tell you what, you know, you get the missed field goal, you get the big play, you fumble, and then North Lincoln just sticks a dagger in your gut with that one.
Huge momentum swing there. That fumble by KJ Leslie, the momentum has shifted back to North Lincoln's way.
So the kicker, what's his name again, Ken?
Fiore.
No, they're not. They're going to run a 2-point play.
Was there a flag that came out?
Let's see. I think it was a pre-snap penalty, Ken.
Offside.
Offside against North Lincoln.
Against the Knights. So they were – I think they blew it dead before the try.
I believe you are right.
So they may come back and line up.
So let's see if they bring Fiore out to kick it. Let's see.
I think he was out there. They just got a formation where they'll shift into it.
Yeah, Fiore is going to kick it, and as Ken told you, Rathbone will hold it. And they're going to spot it at the 15, so this will be a 25-yard attempt. Snap back, good hold, good kick, 14-0 Knights. Will be back in 60 seconds.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. In sports, you want to get every advantage possible, and it's the same when it comes to your money, especially at tax time. And Noah K. and Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby is the place to go to get every advantage you deserve. They'll work hard for you to take advantage of the credits and deductions that you've earned and make the most of your return. Just call Noah K. at 704-484-2783 and learn more. Get the advantage. See Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, next to the S&M Sports Shop.
Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up by Fiore, as after an 86-yard touchdown dash by Beard, it's 14-0 Knights. And short kickoff, field at the 20, 25, 30. Degree wrestled down to the 32. That's where Burns will take it, 1st and 10. And, guys, break it down. You have a big play, a fumble, and another big play, guys.
Well, let's see if Burns goes back to the passing attack. North Lincoln's done a good job so far on Keywan Pryor. Was able to connect with KJ Leslie on that slant pass that went for big yards until we fumbled it. So let's see if the Bulldog offense can redeem themselves.
That's just a tough break if you're a Bulldog fan. But if you're a North Lincoln Knight fan, you're elated at that series of events. You dodge a major bullet and then get a big play of your own to answer the big play from Burns. So Sweezy and company now backs against the wall. I can't really remember the last time Burns was down by 2 scores. It's been a long time.
It's been a while for sure. I think the Shelby game's the last time.
Yep, so Pryor is going to try, and he's wrapped up, and he goes nowhere. He's going to be
that's
thrown
Snyder
for a loss.
with the tackle.
Yeah, tried the left side, and Snyder hit him in the backfield for a loss.
So he's going to lose about 4.
Yeah.
So the scouting film on Pryor that North Lincoln watched, they learned from it, as they have really shut him down after he had 400 yards last week, over 400 yards. And he probably has, I don't know, maybe about 20 or 25 is all this so far this quarter, into the second quarter. 5:40 left to go on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. It's 14-0 Knights here in the second quarter, as Burns needs to swing the momentum if they want to stay in this game. And Pryor's going to take it, and he's bottled up again. And he lost his footing, fought for a yard, and then he's gang tackled and pushed back.
Finally.
Maybe he got about 3. Let's see where they mark it.
The guy was Ty Williams and a couple other guys for North Lincoln there for the tackle.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Ty Williams and Sam Brady on the stop.
If you're a North Lincoln fan, if you can force a 3 and out here, boy, I tell you, you really got some momentum. And Burns, they desperately need a first down.
4 minutes, 57 seconds left in this first half.
So Leslie in the shotgun, claps the hands, now looks over at the sideline. And now getting set are the Bulldogs. And Pryor is behind Sweezy. And like a little pistol set, and that's where he'll stay. Fake to him. Sweezy back. Time. Lets it go down the field. Got a man. It's 20. He's got it. 20, 15, 10, 5.
Touchdown.
That is a full throttle Power Sports touchdown.
No penalty flags. This play will stand. Kason Twitty. Big reception from Cameron Sweezy for the touchdown for Burns.
Where was that ball spotted, guys? How many yards did he get on that one? I didn't even see. It was from the 30, I think it was a 70-yard touchdown to 20. So what an answer for Burns, as they needed that desperately. Great throw.
That's just what Burns needed to get back in this ball game. Maybe they can shift a little momentum back their way.
And it looked like Twitty had about 2 steps on his man. Looked like there was no safety help. It was just man-on-man coverage. As Sweezy's going to stay out on the field to hold for Zach Benfield. And Sweezy now getting set. Benfield ready. Good snap, good hold, kick up, kick good. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You know life is too short to be stuck in the cold. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby says, do all you can to stay comfortable in your home this winter season. Call Hopper Heating and Air to schedule your precision tune-up and ask about the new customer discounts. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning is located at 2310 Kings Road Extension in Shelby. Just call 704-482-8207 or visit the website at hopperhvac.com. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning. Like them on Facebook too. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call the 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com.
All right, we're back. If you're just joining us, you just missed a 70-yard TD pass, Sweezy to Twitty, to answer North Lincoln's big touchdown. So it's 14-7 on your First Federal Savings Bank of Lincoln scoreboard, as the thumper, Zachary Benfield, going to get his foot into it, and little squib kid, didn't really thump that one, but it's going to be taken up by the 24 and to the 34. Ken, who's that on the return?
Jack Carter on the return up to close to the 35-yard line.
That's Kai Goodson there for a tackle for Burns.
So North Lincoln's going to take it with 4:27 left to go on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard with a 14-7 lead. But I tell you, North Lincoln really had some momentum, and Ken, you made a good point on break. Burns' offensive line, great job on that last pass to give that deep pass, that deep route time to develop. 4 or 5 man front for Burns with a couple of linebackers. And North Lincoln's going to get another pre-snap penalty. Motion or false start, I believe. Well, the two Black Hats are going to talk about it. And they're still talking about it.
I don't know what that call was.
And I don't know either.
And wave it off.
Okay.
And they're going to time out by the Bulldogs. There's probably going to be a legal substitution. We'll talk about it when we get back.
Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation Service, LLC in Bowling Springs, North Carolina, is a full-service funeral and cremation provider owned by Robbie Morgan, who grew up in Ellenboro. They do cremations, funerals, and whole-body donations. Basic cremation package is $9.95. Traditional cremation packages start at $3,000, and their funeral packages start at $47.95. That includes the casket and poly outer burial container. They offer prepaid insurance-funded arrangements. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer questions or care for your loved one. Call 704-300-2343 or contact them on the web at rsmorganfsl.com. It's the best time of the year to buy a new mower from Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. Now for a limited time, Elliott Supply Company in Polkville is having a year-end closeout sale on in-stock mowers. With name brands like Husqvarna and Skag, you'll get the best deal of the year. Again, in-stock Husqvarna and Skag mowers are at year-end sale prices now. So hurry on in and save big money. Only at Elliott Supply Company, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail, Highway 182 in Polkville.
While you're away, Sarouse took it on a pitch play for about 6. It's going to set up 2nd and 6, and I think Burns took a timeout to avoid a 12-man on the field penalty, guys.
Yeah, ball's up to the 40-yard line. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left in this first half.
So Burns has spent 2 timeouts so far. They're going with 5 linemen. Look, they've moved Al Goodson to the outside. He's actually defensive end, putting the bigger guys, Bivens, on the inside. And there's a run up the middle, and this time the big guys are there, Cody Petty and company. Maybe 2 yards, but still favorable down and distance for North Lincoln. It'll be 3rd down and 2, or 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, good job. Cody Petty, 2 or 3 other Bulldog defenders was there as well. Like I say, they've kind of moved to this 5-man front. I've had a little bit of success. That does make him a little bit susceptible to the outside run, as we saw on that last drive. But 2nd 1 or 3rd 1 now, we might see another inside run, so let's see.
Looks like Williams will be that lone setback. Ken, I believe that's usually who that is, isn't it?
Yes,
right,
it is.
Directly behind Beard. And double wing, you'll usually send one in motion. Here he comes, and right at Burns comes Beard, and he'll have a first down. Give him about 5 yards. You know something, Ken? He's not afraid to take it between the tackles, is he?
No, he's not a big young man, but he's pretty tough out there.
And that is a first down sponsored by West End Sales.
Yeah, they only have him listed 5'9", 155, but he's a tough, athletic competitor out there.
So Beard has run it effectively. I know he's got to be, if not over 100 yards, very close. And Burns, again, got the beef in the middle, 2 linebackers behind the line, and Beard's going to keep it, and nifty little run, and he'll get about 6, maybe 7, 2nd and 3.
I tell you, it looks like Beard was going to make the turn and take that one to the house, but one of the Bulldog guys tripped him up. Not sure who that was. But
well, they've moved it to the plus 44, and this North Lincoln rushing attack has just been relentless. And really, North Lincoln has just stopped themselves, with a couple of penalties and things. Now, Burns has not consistently stopped their running attack, and if they're going to win this ball game, they have got to stop that North Lincoln attack.
Tom, I have Landon Beard with 155 yards rushing.
Wow. And he's back. He's going to get sacked. And it looked like off the edge was Al Goodson. Got him down, boys.
Yeah, Goodson came from the blind side and was able to get the Beard. Big play to force it back into North Lincoln territory.
And he's basically going to lose, well, that running play yardage +1, 8-yard loss, as Goodson got the sack. And I tell you what,
3rd and 11, big play for this Bulldog defense.
We've got an overall play of the game sponsor. It's S&R Auto Sales of Shelby and Carolina Auto Direct of Lincoln. Guys, I think we're going to have a hard time with that one. There's been a number of big plays in this game. So this time Burns going with 3 down linemen, 4 now creeping up, now 5. Here comes Zari Brown on the blitz, and Beard gets it out quickly. It's in the open field. He's got room to run. I believe it's Sarouse. Tripped up. It was an outstanding open field tackle by Degree, guys.
It looks like it's be right on the sticks.
Let's see where they're going to mark him a yard short, but if I'm the North Lincoln Knights, I'm going for this one, guys.
Yeah, 1 minute, 34 seconds left. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Good play call there by the Knights to set up that screen pass. And, that's a way to slow down that blitz. As you throw the screen pass, now Brown came from the left, but they threw it to the right, and there's just no one out there. Usually you see that screen pass come right where the blitzing guy came from. Not that time. Now Burns got the beef in the middle. Here come the Knights lined up in their power set. And Beard tried to draw him offside, did not. Back up under center. And Williams going to run right at him. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Setzer met him. We're going to have to – it's going to depend on the spot, and it looks like it is going to be a first down.
Look like a first down. He got about a yard.
Wow. Not sure about that.
Let's see where they mark it.
They're going to bring the chains out. This is too close to call from up here.
And the North Lincoln players are signaling first down. And I tell you what, they're
going to be measured.
Ken, I think they've got this. Because they didn't move the down. Now, see now what they did now? They moved the down marker. They didn't move it before. Everybody was screaming because they saw the down marker, but it is a first down. See what I mean? They just moved the down marker forward.
Yeah. First down by the length of the football.
Very, very favorable spot for North Lincoln. It looked like from up here he didn't get across, but.
So it's going to be first down for the Knights, and that first down brought to you by West End Sales of Vail. It's the second first down of this drive, and with 55 seconds, time's getting away from the Knights. Their fans up here in the booth getting a little antsy as
the clock's running down. You're running around about 40 seconds, and they're taking their time.
I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout, Ken. 3 wide receivers in the pattern, and I think it's Williams beside Beard. He's got time. Now he's running out of time. Starnes after him, can't get him. Now he's still on his feet, scrambling back to the left. This could be a big play if he can get loose. And he does. He gets around to the left side as he took it all the way back across the field. Still on his feet till he's gang tackled around the 25-yard line. What a play by Beard, Ken. As it looked like they were going to have him for a sack, and he took it totally across the field and maybe got about a 25-yard run out of that.
One thing good for Burns is there's 21 seconds left to run a lot of timeout on that play. Let's see if they call a timeout here. Well, he did get out of bounds, so the clock did stop on that.
Yeah, they're definitely in Fiore field goal range here.
Ball's up to the 25-yard
21.8 seconds for the Knights on the 25-yard line.
And that's on your No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. As Beard under center. They're in their power set. Beard going to throw it. He's got time. Lets it go. Right side. Ball up in the air. It's going to be a jump ball. And it's caught.
Brady catches it.
And it's caught there by number 4, Brady, the Division I prospect and commit to Virginia. Just went up there and got it, Ken.
Yeah, Austin Setzer was there in coverage. Looks like he had a better look at it than Brady did, but Brady was able to come back with the ball.
Well, let's keep it right here because there's 13 seconds left to go. And the Knights are going to call a timeout, but they might come out of this quick, and this could be a big play, guys. So I'm going to keep it here. 13.2 seconds left to go, and that's on your First Federal Savings of Bank scoreboard. And, guys, that's just called getting out-athleted. What do you think?
Yes, it was. Brady is 6'4", and he's athletic. He can jump, and so it ended up being a jump ball. I think as he threw it, there was some contact, and it sort of fluttered. Brady went up higher than the defender and brought it down.
I tell you what, he just went up and made a play. And, Setzer had good coverage. It was not – something happened, Ken. I don't know if it slipped out of Beard's hands. It was not really the best throw.
No, it wasn't.
He had some pressure as well, so I think that –
I thought maybe he had a little bit of pressure. He got some contact.
So it's going to be –
well, how many timeouts we got left for North Lincoln?
I think that's the first they've taken.
So they do have 2 timeouts, 13
Well, it
seconds
surprised
left.
me earlier, Ken, after the spot, why they didn't call a timeout there. That's where I would have called a timeout. Maybe they didn't think they needed to. But they let this clock run all the way down. But if they get a touchdown here, it's going to work out brilliantly. Because it's going to leave Burns no time. So it's going to be first down, goal for the Knights from maybe the 8-yard line as Beard's going to get under center. And now the line is set, and it's going to be a handoff to Caruso, who bounces off a tackle. Then he's gang tackled. They're going to call a timeout. So we're going to take this with Wynnum back in 60 seconds.
You know life is too short to be stuck in the cold. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby says, do all you can to stay comfortable in your home this winter season. Call Hopper Heating and Air to schedule your precision tune-up and ask about the new customer discounts. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning is located at 2310 Kings Road Extension in Shelby. Just call 704-482-8207 or visit the website at hopperhvac.com. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning. Like them on Facebook too. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call the 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com.
All right, they're going to bring in Fiore to kick the field goal. I don't know, Ken. 6.4 seconds. Guess they just didn't want to take a chance.
Yeah, hopefully they can convert.
Foot into it, kick up.
And end of it.
Kick is good, so they move it to the 5. So that is, it's 17 yards. It's a 22-yard field goal and 2.2 seconds left to go. So we'll just keep it right here for this Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff as the confetti over the student section is, and they're having a good time here in Punkin Center tonight. It is 17-7. Maybe the Birds crowd a little surprised at how well North Lincoln's able to run the football.
Absolutely. We hadn't really we stopped them for the most part up the middle on the inside runs, but the outside options, pitch plays, and outside is what's really hurt Burns. Quarterback Beard has run a couple big ones on the side, hit Brady for a couple passes, so pretty good offense out here for North Lincoln.
So that was an 8-play drive that went 60 yards. Fiore nails the 22-yard field goal, and he'll do the Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff, which I imagine will be put on the ground. And then we're going to have a halftime for you. And the halftime show brought to you by Carolina Trust Bank. We've got Ken, who's been working real hard on the stats. We appreciate it. He's going to give you some stats. During halftime, I'll do a recap of the action, which is brought to you by Wright's Jewelry of Falston. But before we get to all that, pretty much academic here, but Fiore's got to kick this Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff off, and he'll just squid it and takes a bounce, takes another bounce, and it's going to be fielded at the 25, 30, 35, and down he goes, and that'll end. So your First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, it is 17-7 Knights, as they had a good half. We'll break it down on the halftime show, and again, your halftime show is brought to you by Carolina Trust Bank. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky by Wise Electric Control. Did you know we cover the entire Charlotte market?
Our Mr. Sparky electricians are everywhere to serve you from Cherryville, Kings Mountain, Gastonia to downtown Charlotte. We are your local electrician to call when you have any home or business electrical issues. If you're a Panthers fan, Knights fan, or Hornets fan, Mr. Sparky is here for you.
No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Susie and Richie Knipe says now's the time to come in and save, with down payment starting at $9.99. That's right, only $9.99. Come see the selection: Hondas, Chevrolets, Fords, Nissans, Kia, Lexus, Volkswagen, Dodge, and even a Hummer, plus trucks too. Be another satisfied customer today. Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales, 411 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-487-0570 or go online at srautosales.com. When it comes to a coyote, it's time to check out West End Sales in Vail, North and South Carolina's #1 dealer. Head to West End Sales in Vail for your coyote today. Check it out. It's time for you to get ahead of the pack and get a new coyote from West End Sales in Vail. Ask about their 6-year unlimited hour warranty and a free loader with qualifying tractors. That's West End Sales, located at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail. Introducing Wright's Jewelry new premium locket collection. More than just a pretty pendant, these lockets will hold precious memories inside. Show her your eternal love for her with a Diamond Eternity Circle pendant for a circle, and your love will have no end. Take a look at these premium created opal sterling silver pieces. They will take you straight to the beach. Rose gold is the most asked about metal in their bridal collection, but your choice is the most important to Wright's Jewelry. Let them help find your perfect matching bridal set. Free intuition bracelet with in-store purchase. And be sure to mention this Bulldog Game Time ad. Offer good till end of season. Customized in the right way since 1937. Bring Wright's Jewelry your idea, and they are sure they can help turn your wish into reality with their in-house jewelry design. Does your lady need a new anniversary band this fall? Wright's Jewelry has many options to choose from. Proudly sponsoring Burns High Homecoming Queen with this beautiful tiara. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 1. And don't forget to like and follow Wright's Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram at Wright's Jewelry Store, or go to wrightsjewelrystore.com.
All right, you're looking at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. 17-7, North Lincoln Knights up on the Burns Bulldogs. So what I'm going to do is give you a Wright's recap of the game, Wright's Jewelry recap of the game in the first half action. And then Ken and Matthew will be bringing you some stats. So North Lincoln on their first drive went 11 plays, 55 yards, then threw an interception. Burns was unable to do anything with it, went 3 and out, punted. North Lincoln took it back on their own 46, and Ty Williams dashed in from 54 yards out. Fiore's extra point good, 7-0. That was only a 1-play, 8-second drive. Then after North Lincoln forced a punt, they took a long drive, 10-play drive, but missed a field goal. The next play was a 72-yard run by Leslie, who fumbled. North Lincoln takes it back. On a 2-play drive, Beard dashed 86 yards on a touchdown run. Fiore's extra point was good. That was a 2-play, 59-second drive that took 90 yards. And at that point, after Fiore's extra point was good, it was 14-0 North Lincoln. But Burns answers back. 3-play drive. Took about 1:45 off the clock. Big play, 70-yard bomb. Sweezy to Twitty. Touchdown pass, and the extra point was good, 14-7. North Lincoln took the kickoff, took it 60 yards, decided to settle for a field goal with about 6 seconds left. Fiore's 22-yard attempt, he nailed it, and it was good. That was an 8-play, 60-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. And that brings us to where we are, guys. It's 17-7, North Lincoln Knights. So North Lincoln was doing a lot of talking, and they've backed it up so far at this first half, as they've been able to run the ball very effectively, as Ken will tell you. You got the rushing stats for North Lincoln? Go ahead.
I tried to keep some offensive stats for the game.
That's what I'm after. Yes.
And first for the North Lincoln Knights, leading rusher in the game, Landon Beard, the quarterback, 166 yards on 7 carries, and as Tom said, 86 of those on one long touchdown run. Ty Williams, who had a 54-yard touchdown run, has 95 yards on 11 carries. Jake Sarouse has 42 yards on 8 carries. And Sam Brady, 14 yards on 3 carries. So if you add it all up, folks, that's right around 300 yards rushing for the game in the first half. And for the Burns Bulldogs, I've got Pryor, 8 yards on 8 carries, as he's had a couple of losing plays. Obviously the North Lincoln defense is keying on him, but most of the yardage in the first half for the Bulldogs, 142 yards on 2 out of 2 passing from Sweezy, a big play of 72 yards to Leslie. Unfortunately, he fumbled at the end of it, so that negated a great opportunity for Burns. And then he hit the 70-yard touchdown bomb to Tweedy for the only touchdown score on the night for Burns.
Okay, so Burns with some big plays on offense. Unfortunately, it was a fumble on one, but I brought up, especially last year, is Matt Beam, who I believe my memory serves, Matt. You've coached both these teams.
Both of these teams.
So this could be called the Matt Beam Bowl.
I don't know about that.
But anyway, you and I were talking earlier today when I bumped into you that North Lincoln had some really good players on the field, so did Burns. But tell me, what has North Lincoln been able to do, in your opinion, to stop Pryor? What's been the key?
Well, after a game that he had last week against Highbright, where he had over plus 400 yards rushing, you knew that North Lincoln, and I knew that Coach Baz and his staff were going to totally focus on Pryor. I felt like that they were going to try to slow Pryor down. I don't think you can stop him. Now, this first half, I am totally shocked at those numbers that Pryor has. A couple things go into that. First of all, they are putting everybody up in the box. They are saying, I'm going to make Sweezy beat me and throw it over the top. Now, Cam is 2 for 2 throwing right there. The second thing is the field conditions. I knew I've played at this field a lot of times, and I knew the field was going to be wet and damp. Pryor slipped down a couple times. I think it has a lot to do with that. The second thing is just North's getting after him, and they're making sure that they get hats to him, and I think they're trying to hit him every time they get an opportunity, and that's the only way that you can play that kid. Great player. This second half, if Burns is going to come here and win this game, and it's a very winnable game for them, Sweezy has to be able to go out and throw. You can't make him throw on 3rd down and 12. They were backed up a couple times. I think both of those big strikes were 3rd and 11 and 3rd and 12 plays. The Twitty kid gets over the top, and he makes a good play and catches it. And then he makes a great slant throw to Leslie. Unfortunately, just, turnovers are crucial. I mean, that's a 14-point swing possibly from down here on the 12 to scoring two or three plays later. I mean, you just can't do that to them.
And arguably, this could be worse. I mean, North Lincoln really moved it well and stopped themselves with a penalty. I mean, they had the touchdown.
They have a penalty, and then they throw the pig. The difference is look and see what they're playing with on 3rd down. Burns has been 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12, and North Lincoln has been 3rd down and 3, 3rd down and 4. It's been very manageable the whole time, so they can stay on course with their run game, keep the ball away from Burns. I think somebody, when I walked in, said that Burns snapped the ball 11 times and North Lincoln had 33 offensive plays. There is no way you can survive that.
There's 2 words to describe that.
Yeah.
Ball control.
And people kept asking me all week. They came into the store and said, "Who's going to win? Who's going to win?" And this is really, I love coming out here and watching these. But in this situation, I had to be totally neutral. My heart is in both of these places. So I just told them whoever takes care of the ball, and we've already seen two turnovers. The one on Burns was just major. It's just a big deflating turnover for them. But it's just total ball control. I knew that the key to it was keep the ball away from them and not let Pryor have snaps, and they did. I mean, you cannot ask for a better defensive game than they just played right there. They had one bad play where it gets over the top of their corner's head, and that's the only bad play they had.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's really been a dominant performance on running plays. Now, Sweezy's had time in the passing game, but on running plays, they've been really, really winning the battle in the trenches and bottling up Pryor. I think you're exactly right that we're going to have to use the pass to set up the run.
100%, Tom.
Those unfavorable down and distance, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12. You're right. You can't keep playing.
I want to see, and I'm not questioning anybody, I want to see Burns throw it on 1st down. I want to see Burns throw it on 2nd down, and then maybe loosen them up to where you get Pryor loose, because Pryor is one arm tackle away from taking it to the house, at all times. I just need to see Burns loosen it up just a little bit. I think Sweezy can go out there and make plays. We've watched him. He's 2 for 2 for 140 or 50 yards. That's been your bulk of your offense right here. And I guess the other 9 times they ran it. But first of all, unfortunately, Burns just didn't have many plays. You get 11 plays, you can't really get into rhythm or anything. You are exactly right. This game could be a lot worse. This game could be 24-0, something like that.
And when you have a 3 and out and a 4 and out, you're giving it right back to them who's been controlling the ball.
Yeah, and then the first series they had 7 or 8 minutes. It's gonna be a great second half. I feel like Burns is getting ready to get the ball. They're going to answer here. And this is going down to the wire.
Okay, so that's Matt Beam. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate your insight, Matt. Welcome anytime. Good to see you. Thank you. So, Matthew, you've been working on a few things over there. What did you come up with?
Well, I just did a few stats. He covered most of the stats. I will say defensively, Austin Setzer leads the way with 10 tackles. Braxton Bivens has 8, and Nick Jackson has 6 tackles for Burns.
So on the defensive side of the ball, they tell you what, they've been out there a long time. I tell you, it's 21-7, Shelby over West Lincoln. So West Lincoln's still in that game. But it's going to be an uphill battle for them. Last I heard, Kings Mountain was down 10-2, which really surprised me. They're up at AC Reynolds. I thought really that Kings Mountain would dominate that game, but I've been proven wrong. And that AC Reynolds is defending their home turf. 10-2 is what David Keever told us when we asked him to score. And my friend John from West Lincoln has told us it is 21-7 down there at Shelby. So that brings us up for some scores around the area. And, guys, that was good insight from Matt Beam.
Yeah.
I think that his best point was Burns needs to throw the ball a little more often. I think they do, and they have the tools to do it. Twitty's really good.
Yeah.
KJ Leslie's really good. Degree's really good. They can do it.
But, your best player on the field is still Keywan Pryor, whether he can run the ball or not. I would like to see them get him out in the flat, get him in some passing situations, little screen passes, and get him out there and let him work his magic. Like I say, Matt Beam's right. Cameron's going to have to throw the ball, more than what he's used to. He's going to have to throw it on 1st down. They're going to go to that because it looks like they found an answer for Pryor's run attack. So let's see what David Devine calls up in the second half. We may see some stuff we hadn't seen all season, man. So who knows?
Now, Ken, if you're the North Lincoln coaching staff, what are you telling your players right now?
On offense, keep running that option. On defense, they got to be more careful. They can't. If I'm like you, the two splash plays that they ran for Burns, North Lincoln didn't do a good job on it all. So he's got to be aware that you can't let those guys get behind you. You got to keep them in front of you. And Leslie didn't get behind them but he broke a couple tackles, and then they had to run him down. A couple big plays. Obviously, there's a big play when he fumbled there. If he hadn't fumbled, that could have been a different situation as far as the ball game because they were in a great position to go in and get a score. And, of course, North Lincoln, they want to cut out some mistakes. So I think Coach Bass will be saying, listen, guys, we've got to cut out the penalties. And, it killed them on losing a touchdown. So, that's the kind of thing you got to cut out. So it'll be an interesting second half. I'm sure there are going to be adjustments on both sides.
Well, I think Burns has done a decent job with the inside run. They need to work on their outside running when they're getting the ball out in space on the edges.
Beard made a couple great individual efforts, and just a couple of times he was going to pass, and got away for big gains.
That's right. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed with Beard. Very, very impressed with his ability to run the football, and he really ran rampant in that on that 86-yard. Had over 100, buck 50 in the first half. You said something
I had
like
166
unofficially. So,
well, if you're Burns, that really don't surprise you. And we kind of expected that. We've seen them on tape all week, as has the coaching staff. So
we're gonna
field is affecting their cutting ability. Degree wasn't able to make many cuts on that return. You can tell it's made a difference out there. It probably made a difference with Keyone and how he runs the ball. So
something has happened to my ink pen, guys. So if anybody sees it,
they're behind you, Tom.
No, that's a highlighter. I guess I'm going to write in highlighter for now. So Burns going to take it. Okay, got that. Burns going to take it on their own 34-yard line with just underway here, third quarter. Sweezy in the shotgun, going to give it to Pryor through a crease. There he goes, 40, 45. Boy, he's upended. What a great open field tackle by 22 for North Lincoln. But give him 13 yards. That's the first really good run by Pryor this game.
Yeah, Daniel Carter, number 22, with that nice tackle on that play after the game by Pryor.
Pryor found a big hole up the middle. Let's see if they can capitalize on that.
So that's a Falston Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs, and they're up quickly to the line. 4 wide receivers. And a single back set, so they've taken out all the H's and the tights. And they may throw it here. Let's see if they do. And Sweezy's going to throw it. He's got time. He lets it go, and it's a long pass. Man is out there just over his outstretched hands was Cason Twitty. A little slow getting up, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, Twitty had a step on him, but just a little bit overthrown there by Sweezy. Ball's up to about the 46. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Burns.
Craig Rathbone on the coverage for the Knights, but he was beaten by a step. The ball was just overthrown.
And in my genius, I hid my pen from myself in my pocket. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Thanks, Matt, for loaning me your pen there.
Anytime there, Tom.
It's kind of dark in here. It's kind of like a house of mirrors in here, isn't it, guys? It's kind of like a house of mirrors.
It is.
Some scary clowns might jump out at us here. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Sweezy's got it. Now he's going to set up the screen to Pryor, and he's going to make a man miss, still on his feet, and fights for more yardage. Depends on where he stepped out.
Looks like it's going to be a first down where the ref is standing.
They're going to move the sticks. It's a 10-yard gain and another Falston Pharmacy first down. Good play call by the Bulldogs.
Well, that's what I spoke about right before the end of the half. If Keywane's not running the ball, get him out in open space on a little screen pass. And that's exactly what he did there. The little check down man was able to gain the first down.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Leslie. Looks like it's Twitty Hardy over there to the right. Man in the middle can't quite get the number. Shotgun. Sweezy's got it. He's going to throw, and he's going to let it go down. He's got Leslie, and it's going to be knocked away. Great play by number 4.
Brady.
Brady, the safety, came over there, kid.
I tell you, Burns is fortunate that wasn't intercepted. It looks like Brady had it in his grasp but dropped it.
Brady had both hands on it, couldn't quite hold it. He almost picked that one off.
Leslie had to act as the defensive back to prevent that interception.
Guys, if you YouTube safety help, that's going to come up. That was a great job of the safety coming over and breaking up that play. So good job by the Knights. 2nd down and 10 as Sweezy again in the shotgun with 4 receivers. And prior to the single setback, he's to Sweezy's left. Sweezy getting some instructions from the coaching staff. Offensive line now looks back at him. Now it looks like they're ready to run the play. Sweezy's got it. He's got time. He's still got time. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to let it go down. He's got a man out there. And I can't tell. Incomplete as it was just overthrown, guys.
Yeah, just off Twitty's fingertips. He got barely a fingernail on it. Looks like Sweezy had room to run on the right side. I'm surprised he didn't pull the ball down and try to do that. But
well, he had time, and the offensive line did a good job.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 for Burns.
Looks like North Lincoln's going to put 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, they've got 3 with a hand on the ground and then 2 standing up at defensive end. That's what it looks like, and they're going to run it with Pryor, and he's going to fight his way for about 3, maybe 4. And you know why they called that play? I think they planned on going for it on 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised. Into Knights territory, up to about the 37-yard line. Big play here for this Burns offense. They're going to go for it.
They're going up quickly. They're up to the line. And, yeah, I think that play call was exactly because you planned on 2 plays to get this 10 yards. Sweezy giving some instructions to the line, whether he grabbed the jersey or he grabbed the back of the shoulder pads, and that's a big penalty against the Knights. It's going to move it inside the 15-yard line. So Burns on the move, 10:21 left on your First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 17-7 Knights.
Well, just what Coach Beam talked about at halftime. They're spreading the ball out, and Sweezy's throwing the ball out here in the second half.
Yeah, he's got what'd they do here? They brought in extra tight end. They're going to run with Pryor. He's going to be smothered. Well, they brought in an extra blocker, but it didn't work, Matt.
Yeah, nothing doing on the inside run there. No gain.
Actually, might have lost a yard.
Bring up second down.
Ken, did you see who was on the stop?
JoJo Elberti on the stop for the Knights.
So it's a good job there of penetration by the Knight defense, as Pryor is going to be behind Sweezy in a little pistol set, 3 wide receivers. As Sweezy's going to come up, give some instructions. Second down and about 10.5 yards to go. Again, gives instructions to Pryor. He's got it. Little pitch play. Oh, a little reverse. See if it's going to work. He's through a crease to the 10. I think that's Degree. I can't tell who got it. Yeah, it is Degree. Takes it to about the 10-yard line, maybe. Let's see where they spot it.
Looks like it's up to
Sarouse on the tackle.
Close to 10.
Well, I know why you say his name so well, Ken. You're going to say that kid's name on both sides of the ball all night.
Certainly do.
3rd and 7 on the field for
So
Burns.
it looked like it was a bigger play. That was a very exciting 4-yard play as they tried a little trickery. North Lincoln, though, did a good job as they stayed at home on the backside of that play. So give their kids some credit. Now Sweezy's going to move Pryor to his left. And it looks like he's wanting some more instructions now. Barks up to the 1, and they're going to have to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. Back in 60 seconds.
Here's good news from Love Insurance Agency in Lincoln. Love Insurance Agency has just added 2 new nationally recognized companies. Now more than ever, Love Insurance Agency can give you more opportunities to shop and save you money. Love Insurance Agency insures all drivers. Chances are you can ride today at Love Insurance Agency, 820 East Main Street in Lincoln. Call 704-735-3135. Online at loveinsurance.com. The world's largest Christmas stockings have been hung at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Allen Drugstore in Stanley, and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Just go by and register to win. It's filled with all kinds of toys and games. You've got to see it to believe it. And be sure to get your flu shot while you're there. Don't miss out. Sign up today for the world's largest Christmas stocking at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville, Allen Drugstore, Main Street in Stanley, and the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston.
All right, we're back. It's timeout for Burns to avoid the penalty. This is a big 3rd down and 7. This is a big play for the Knight defense to stop this drive. Burns trying to cut the lead to 3 if they can with a touchdown. Sweezy under center. Pryor's got it through a crease, and he's into the end zone for a full throttle Power Sports touchdown. Great job by the offensive line creating that crease, and Pryor takes it in from 10 yards out.
Yeah, big-time inside run there for Pryor. Like you say, the offensive line paved a big hole for him to run through, and North Lincoln, I don't think, got a hand on him.
So things got a little more interesting up here in Pumpkin Center as
you notice how that pass, Sweezy showed that he could pass the ball. Notice how it opened up the running lanes there for Pryor.
It did. It was just good technical blocking there. I guess that's the name for it. I mean, they just created that crease. Kick up, kick good. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Now through November 15th, get up to $1,500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualifying American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details. 704-484-0025. Again, up to $1,500 in instant rebates on qualifying American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $2,500 in customer cash. But that's not all. The Polaris factory authorized clearance is underway with 3.99% APR and rebates of up to $3,500. And see the line of reconditioned golf carts too at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
All right, we're back after that Kewan Pryor touchdown. Cuts the lead to 17-14, 3-point game. As here comes Zachary Benfield to get his foot into the ball for this Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. 9:15 left to go, third quarter, on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And big kick. It's going to be fielded.
Sam Brady.
By Brady. And to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He's bottled up there. Good job. Don't get a penalty there, son. That was very close to a penalty there, Ken. I mean, 34 was tackling him about 3 yards out of bounds.
Well, he was pushing him. He finally let up. If he'd have kept pushing, he probably would have got the penalty.
Yeah, you definitely want to say that kid, hey, good hustle. Don't take a chance.
Very fortunate.
Because this North Lincoln rushing attack is good enough without giving them 15 free yards. So here comes Beard and company, who have just really dominated the first half, time of possession and plays run. Let's see if they can do it again, as Burns has got 4, 5, 6, 7 guys around the line of scrimmage. I tell you what, Ken, if they bust it through the second level, I mean, this is going to go for a long way.
Well, yeah, if they get past that first level.
There it goes, and around the corner, and they slow him up, and there he goes. Boy,
he's up for about 10, maybe another first down.
That was Caruso on the carry for about 10. You're right, Ken. That is a first down, and that is a First Federal Savings Bank. No, check that. I'm sorry. First down. That's a West End Sales Avail first down. As sponsors, we're trying to get both our Lincoln County friends and our Cleveland County friends recognized. We appreciate you making this broadcast possible. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys around the line. Now they're playing a little bit more conservative with Setzer about 10 yards off the line. And dive play, driving forward. That's got to be Williams. What do you think, Ken? Was that Williams on the carry?
Yes, Ty Williams on the carry.
Okay, and give him
about 4, looks like.
Yeah, about 4 yards.
Ball's up to 35. Braxton Bivens there on the tackle for Burns.
And it looks like the Knights are picking up where they left off, Ken. I mean, they're just really just doing a great job with this rushing attack.
And it's run efficiently, but you also got to give kudos to that offensive line. Doing a great job.
Good job, and he's going to keep it. And nice move, and he's in the clear. 50-45, pushed out of bounds. Man, Beard is he is very quick, isn't he, Ken? As soon as he gets that edge, he's going for a ways.
Setzer saved the touchdown there for Burns.
What'd you give him on that, Ken? How many yards you give him on that one? The ball's at the
16, 24 on that.
24-yard run and another West End Sales first down. As here come the Knights again, and they just picking up where they left off, moving the ball on the ground. Double H in a single back set with Williams behind. Beard's going to run it to the outside. And can Brady get the corner? He gets some, maybe about 3. That's going to be a horse collar tackle, I believe, and a penalty against Burns. He's going to move it all the way down to the 25 if I'm right. Let's see.
See what the call is.
I think it was DeGree that made that tackle, but it looks
I think he had him around the horse collar.
No, it's going to be a hold against the Knights.
It's going to be a hold.
Wow.
What'd you think, Ken? It looked like he might have pulled him down by the
I thought it was a horse collar. Of course, I didn't see the hold, but in the line you can't really see all that stuff. So the call is offensive hold.
Well, when they threw the flag is what I thought was
right as the tackle was right as the tackle was being made.
So a huge penalty for North Lincoln will back them up. Was it 7? It'll be 1st and 17.
Yeah, about 1st and 17. Ball right at the midfield stripe. So the good news for North Lincoln is you didn't lose the down. It's still first down. And it's going to roll out to the right. After him is Starnes, and Starnes going to pull him down for a sack. What an athletic play by Dorian Starnes.
Big-time play there, flushing to the right side. And heads-up play to not grab him by his horse collar like we saw in that one play. Clean tackle, the big sack.
I tell you what, that kid can run for a big kid.
He did. I tell you what, I think Beard thought he could clear him, and he was not able to.
Well, I tell you what, Beard's been clearing people all night. So, I mean, it didn't surprise me that Beard thought he could keep that ball a little bit longer as he was rolling to his right. Now, Beard up under center.
Second and 22.
Well, I tell you what play you got for second and 22?
North Lincoln's going
to call timeout and talk about it.
Okay, so we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Now through November 15th, get up to $1,500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualifying American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details. 704-484-0025. Again, up to $1,500 in instant rebates on qualifying American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $2,500 in customer cash. But that's not all. The Polaris factory authorized clearance is underway with 3.99% APR and rebates of up to $3,500. And see the line of reconditioned golf carts too at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
All right, we're back, Ken. If you're just joining us, man, tough break for North Lincoln as Beard tripped coming out from center. I think he tripped over one of his guys'
Yeah,
foot.
it looked like he may have stepped on one of his offensive linemen's foot and just fell down to be a loss of about 3.
So,
see what they mark it.
We're going to mark it at the 39-yard line. So what is that, Ken, a 3 or 4 yard loss?
Yeah, that's good.
5-yard
About
loss.
a 5-yard loss.
So 5-yard loss, and I tell you what, the Knights are really stopping themselves with a penalty, and then just a busted play there where Beard lost his footing. So 3rd down and very long, and it looked like Burns was offside. Boy, they didn't call it. Now that's a horse collar on Petty, and where's the flag? They didn't. I tell you what, they didn't.
I didn't see the flag. It's got to be 4th down.
Burns very fortunate there that they didn't get that horse collar. You're right.
Ken, it looked like should have been 2 penalties on Burns. It looked like they jumped the snap, and then there was a horse collar tackle, and neither one of them got called. And I tell you, the fans up here were standing up complaining there.
Yeah, it looked like they might have missed that one.
Had a point there.
And North Lincoln giving them some grief, and maybe justifiably so. But if you're Burns, you'll take it. As I didn't know that North Lincoln had this play, Ken. I think it's called a punt because I haven't seen him do it.
First time, I think.
I have not seen him punt yet. And foot into the ball. What a great punt. It's going to hit at the oh, man. Burns, return man, didn't get in front of it, and it's going to go into the end zone. They couldn't quite get it
before he went in the end zone. Wow.
I mean, it looked like they should have. Ken, that's just one that they just shot themselves in the foot there.
Yeah, you got to run as hard as you can toward the goal line and then find the ball. And they look like it slowed up.
They're actually going to call this ball on the 5 where he originally touched it.
Oh, he actually touched it before he fell on it at the inside the 5-yard line.
That's where he first touched it, and he kind of bobbled it a little bit, and then he went into the end zone. So I think that is a correct call.
High school. Now,
unfortunately for Burns.
Pro and college rule, that's a touchback.
Yeah.
So they're going to spot it at the 5. So Burns backed up after that great special teams play. I thought it was going to be a special teams blunder. Ends up being a great play.
Well, you're right. That's just the difference.
Hold on. Now they're getting together, and they're calling a touchback.
Well,
they got waving off a flag. Now what are they doing?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought that was the high school rule as well. That if the ball is touched and then carries on into the end zone, it's a touchback. They spotted it where he originally touched it. I thought I was wrong, but it turned out I was right. But the officials got together, and now they're right. If the ball is touched and then carries into the end zone, it is a touchback. I know that's pro and college rule, and it's the high school rule as well. Always some confusing between different levels.
Great punt by Seth Moody.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Despite that.
So they're going to take it at their own 20 as the Bulldogs catch a break, and they're able to score a touchdown on their first possession. And after a couple of first downs, they're able to get North Lincoln off the field. So with 5:11 left to go, third quarter, Burns has got it back. Sweezy under center. And this is going to be Pryor around the right through a crease, still on his feet, still moving and out of bounds after looks like about 15 or 20 yards. See where they spot it. That's going to be a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, get a little run to the right side for Pryor, and he was patient with his run there. He stayed behind his blockers, and his offensive line paved his way for that first down for sure.
So where he went out of bounds was just over the 30-yard line, so that is a first down. Give him 10 yards. And we've seen this, Ken. I don't know how much Burns you've seen, but if you see Sweezy go under center like that and they bring in that fullback, it's almost always a running play to Pryor. And there it is again. Pryor's going to try to the left side, and he gets the corner. A good job by North Lincoln to prevent a big play there. Pryor still got about 7.
Yeah, a little run to the left side, and as you say, it was a Pryor. When he is under center, he does run the ball Pryor most of the time.
Ken, was that Williams on the tackle?
That was number 15 on the tackle.
Okay.
Ball's up to about the 30.
And that is Klein on the tackle.
Okay, Klein on the tackle, so 4:36 left to go. That's Sweezy giving a little instruction to his guys. See how they do that? It's like a little offset eye. And there it is again. Pryor to the right, and this time North Lincoln bottles him up, but Pryor gets away, and that's about as exciting as a 3-yard run gets.
Well, he pushed out of bounds close to the down marker. Close to it.
Let's see where they put it. They're
about 2 yards shy.
Yeah, 2-yard run. Good job by the North Lincoln defense. You see who was on that pursuit there, Ken?
I think Castro was the one who finally ran him out.
Big-time play for Burns, 3rd and 2 from the 40.
So Burns definitely wants to keep the ball. This Pryor going out of the game. And here comes I think it'd be C.J. Hopper coming in the game.
That's Goodson checking in.
No, it's Goodson, not C.J. Hopper.
We'll see if that tips their hat to what they're trying to run.
Same formation. It's going to be the same play. And no, they're going to give it to Jackson. And Jackson runs into a wall of black shirts. And
looks like he's a little bit short.
I don't know. That linesman came in, Ken, right at the down marker. I'm not sure. I think you're right, though, Ken. I think he is a little short.
Surprising Pryor was off the field on that
timeout. Yeah, timeout for a measurement. As I believe that was Jackson.
First down Burns. That's on the field.
I tell you what.
Very good spot.
Christmas came early for Nick Jackson. As I'm sure that was on his Santa's wish list as a carry and a first down. I'm telling you, I don't know about that one. But it's going to be first down for Burns. Same formation, little offset eye. And it's Pryor back in at running back. Probably had an equipment issue. What do you think, Ken? Might have had a chin strap or something come off.
That's the only thing I could figure there.
So first down, 10. That's another Falston Pharmacy first down. And it's going to be play action. Sweezy's going to let it go. Leslie's out there, and he holds it in. 10-5, touchdown. That's a full throttle Power Sports 60-yard touchdown to Leslie, and Burns has his first lead of the game.
Big-time bomb down the left side to Leslie. Huge passing catch from Cameron Sweezy. And North Lincoln don't have an answer for that long bomb play for Burns. Burns goes ahead 20-17.
Wow. And Leslie has burned him. Twitty burned him earlier. And I tell you what, Matt Beam was right that the passing game by Sweezy would be critical. And here comes Zachary Benfield for the point after. So just a big play for the Bulldogs. And like I said, they had their first lead. And snap back, kick up. And kick is good. We'll be back in 60 seconds, guys.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay 0 money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, 0 money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
We're back now. All right, if you're just joining us, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard. 60-yard TD pass to Leslie from Sweezy. Burns up 21-17, their first lead of the game as Benfield thumps this one inside the 5. This is going to be run back by Brady, who's upended there by Setzer at about the 22-yard line.
Hey, Setzer got a big lick on him.
And he did. So with 3:25 left to go, third quarter, Ken, if you're the North Lincoln coaching staff, what'd you just tell your boys?
Well, you need to tell them, let's come back and do what we've been doing. This is the first time they've been behind in this football game. They need to sustain a drive and go down and put points on the board themselves, because obviously Burns has grabbed the momentum here in the third quarter.
So North Lincoln will take it first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Burns would look at them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with their hand in the dirt. And it's going to be Beard on a little option, and he gets the corner, and he's to the 30. Not sure where he stepped out of bounds, Ken. I'll try to get that
like
for you.
he'll be marked on the
32-yard line?
Right around the 30. Let's see where they put it. A lot sooner than I thought they did.
28-yard line, so still give him 6. I'm going to give him, so what are you going to give him, Ken, 6?
Yeah, give him 6 on the play.
Okay, 6-yard run. So second down and 4. As I tell you what, Beard is quick. When he gets that edge, Ken, he's hard to catch. So second down, 4. And somebody moved. No call. Looks like Burns was either in the neutral zone or North Lincoln moved. No call. As North Lincoln goes big, no wide receivers, everybody inside, little jet sweep, and Brady's got the edge, and he's right out at the stick. You better stop tackling him, boys. You're going to get a penalty. And they did, and I think that he's right at the stick, Ken.
Yeah, it looks like he may have the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
And
first down.
Yes, that's going to be a West End Sales of Vale first down for the Knights. So the Knights are really, Ken, have picked up where they left off. They kind of stopped themselves on that last drive.
They did. They did with a couple of big losses behind the sticks. And, of course, when you're behind the sticks and you're a rushing team, that makes it more difficult.
So, yeah, it was a great play by Starnes, but, the holding and Beard tripping up. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. The flags came in like beads at Mardi Gras. I mean, they just came in from everywhere, and that's going to back North Lincoln up 5 yards.
Yeah, the illegal motion. They could say the whole team in motion on that one.
You see, the thing is, if you send a guy in motion, if another guy moves, he has to reset. You can have 2 guys moving, but you can't snap the ball with 2 guys
while that's
moving.
going on, yeah.
Right. You can snap the ball with 1 guy in motion, not 2. So that's why it's a penalty, and it'll be first down and 15. And, again, these little nicks, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah, and one thing I talked about, they need to cut out the mistakes and the penalties. And on these first 2 possessions in the second half, they have not done that. They've hurt themselves with penalties.
So 2 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. On your First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Burns ahead 21-17. We're in the third quarter. And Beard's going to keep it, pitch it, and it's Sarouse, and he's got a crease, and he's to the 40, spins, and he's to the 48-yard line, and that's going to be a West End Sales of Vale first down for the Knights. Great run. I tell you what, this Sarouse kid and Beard and others, I've just been really impressed, Ken.
Well, North Lincoln is running the ball good to the outside. Burns has kind of answered it on the inside run, but when they get out on the edge, Burns hadn't been able to stop that too good.
So it is a 4-man front for Burns with 3 linebackers, big Braxton Bivens in the middle, as Beard's going to keep it, and he's going to get wrestled to the ground. It's a good play, I think, by looked like Luke Lytle or Cody Petty. Couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, nothing doing on that is they closed up the crease there, and Landon had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think that was Luke Lytle, the first guy there.
That's just where you want to cross the other man's face. You got to cross his face and get around him. And 63 for Burns.
And Luke Lytle.
Luke Lytle got him. I always get him, and Petty's 53. My old eyes sometimes need a minute to figure out which one it is. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers again. As Beard's going to keep it, option play. He's going to keep it himself. He's through a crease, and he's going to get about 6 yards. Nice run by Beard.
Yeah, tripped up Braxton Bivens there. Brings it into Bulldog territory, up to, I guess, about the 46-yard line.
And this is what North Lincoln has done well all night, got themselves into favorable down and distance. For their offense, a 3rd and 3, a 3rd and 4 is very manageable. You really have 2 cracks at this if you're the Knights. So a good position for North Lincoln. Burns needs a stop to keep this momentum. And it's going to be straight ahead run through a crease. Nice run. It's going to be another West End Sales first down for Cerusse as he gets about 11 yards. So good job by the offensive line there for North Lincoln.
Yeah, ball's up to about the 37-yard line of Burns. Closing in on the closing seconds of this third quarter.
I don't
Not
know
sure if they're going to run another snap or not, Tom.
I'll tell you what, Ken, that Cerusse kid is something else.
You want to take it on a timeout, Tom?
Yeah, hold on.
He's quite an athlete, there's no doubt.
I'm telling you, he can really hit the crease. And now they're going to, okay, I just wanted to make sure they weren't going to run the play. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter. Burns up 21-14.
The kickoff sales event is underway at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. The selection is absolutely unbelievable. No matter what you're looking for, you'll find it at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. See their selection of trucks, vans, and SUVs, plus Mercedes, BMWs, Hondas, Cadillacs, Chevrolets, Nissans, Fords, and more. They have a vehicle for every need, and financing is available. Check them out at SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Become one of their satisfied customers today. Only at srautosales.com.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky by Wise Electric Control. Did you know we cover the entire Charlotte market?
Our Mr. Sparky electricians are everywhere to serve you from Cherryville, Kings Mountain, Gastonia to downtown Charlotte. We are your local electrician to call when you have any home or business electrical issues. If you're a Panthers fan, Knights fan, or Hornets fan, Mr. Sparky is here for you.
No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter, and it's been a good one. Burns up 21-17, but North Lincoln on the move as Cerusse just galloped for a first down and sets up the Knights at the 37-yard line of the Bulldogs. And this is what North Lincoln's done all night, Ken. Move the ball on the ground.
Certainly have. And they want to keep things going as they have a first down now.
So they're going big, no wideouts, and it's going to be a sweep play. And there's, I think it's Cody Petty with a tackle behind the sticks, guys.
Good penetration by the Burns defense on that.
Yes, Cerusse tried to get to the outside, but Cody Petty had other plans. Big time stop there for Petty.
He got
second down.
He knifed in there quickly. Yeah, Petty's 54 and Lytle's 63. So I have to take a minute. They're both similar looking players, aren't they, Matt?
Not sure how you get those numbers confused there, Tom.
Well, it's called you're old. It's called you're old with the 6 and the 5. And then I forget Petty's 54, not 53. Number of factors at play. And it's going to be straight ahead. Nope. Beard's going to keep it. And, boy, he got out of a tackle, and then he's hit with a shoulder. Don't stand over him, son.
Jaquan agreed, delivered that blow and knocked him down.
You know, you hit him, you make a good play. Don't stand over him. Don't do that. I mean, you're lucky you didn't get a call there, young man. But, nice play. Beard did a good job of making something out of nothing, though.
Certainly did. Gain of about I guess maybe 4 on that play.
Yeah, they were behind the sticks, Ken. Yeah. You're right. And now they're 2 yards ahead of the sticks.
So second, third, and 8, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. They might have, they might have said something to that young man about it. You know what I mean? It might have been, hey, we don't need that.
Well, Goodson checked out. Setzer checks back into the game. Goodson was down a little bit of an injury there at first, but he's okay.
But you know what young men do? They emulate what they see on TV.
Yep.
So I hope these pro athletes know what their kind of example they're setting. And it's going to be another pitch play. Late
Ball's
pitch.
on the
Ball's
ground.
on the ground, gets out of bounds. And it's going to go in the books as a loss of about 3 or 4 yards. If you're North Lincoln, what do you do here? It's very, very favorable on down in distance. It's going to be 4th down, and where are they going to spot it, Ken?
It's going to be behind the sticks, I think.
Yeah.
Right at, yeah, you are right,
Loss
Ken.
of about 4, I think.
It's 4th and 12?
Yeah, Beard tried to pitch the ball to Brady on the short side of the field, which is kind of surprising.
Well, you see, Beard is still fooling me, but he's not fooling the defense, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say he threw it to the short side of the field, ran out of room, probably should have held on to it, but luckily for them it was fumbled out of bounds. But we got 4th and 12.
They're going to punt.
They'll punt. Let's watch out for a fake here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Burns playing safe. Punt, and it's a knuckleball. It looks like it's going to hit at the 5. Look at that sand wedge. Perfectly executed punt. Great job.
Again, Seth Mooney on a great punt.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for any better punt there, all the way inside the 5-yard line.
So
right at the 5.
North Lincoln runs 5 minutes off the clock, and they run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plays, Ken, but come away with nothing. But that's what they've been doing all night. They've been running 10, 12 play drives, and Burns has been able to get off the field. But North Lincoln has them bottled up here. If they can force a quick 3 and out, they'll be in good shape.
Well, they called a 5-yard penalty on the Knights.
And I guess Burns refused. Oh, they moved it out to the 10.
They moved it out to 10. I don't quite understand what it was.
Not sure what that penalty was.
Okay, so Burns was going to take it at the 10. Double wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 H-back, 1 running back. So he moves him over to the left, shotgun. And it's going to be Pryor. He's going to try the right side through a crease. There he goes, 20, 25, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Hanging on for dear life as a North Lincoln defender and puts him down at the 32, Kim.
That's the key one. Pryor we've seen all season. Finally broke a big run all the way up across the 30.
Jacob Klein with a touchdown-saving tackle there, folks.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to get that kid's name out there. He did make a touchdown-saving tackle. And now Burns, 10 minutes or so left to go.
If Pryor can continue to run like that, it will be trouble for North Lincoln Knights.
And snap is back, and it's Pryor, leaps a man, and then North Lincoln just smacks him in the face and knocks him down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Pryor leaped his own defender there. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Who was the North Lincoln defender there, Ken?
Like Castro.
So Castro was
and
a good play.
Travali Price teamed up on that one.
So that is a 0-yard run, as only able to get back to the line of scrimmage was Pryor. There's Silas Tate in there at H-back. 3 wide receivers in for Burns. Pryor to Sweezy's right as he'll get it. Nope. Play action pass. Slant pass right in his hands and dropped by Jaquan Degree.
Pretty good pass for Cameron. Might have been a little in front of him. Couldn't hardly tell, but Degree did get a little bit of a hand on it. Bring up 3rd down for Burns.
Had him open on the slant.
Yeah, he might have been looking ahead because he had a lot of green grass ahead of him there, Tom.
That is one he is going to want back, as now it sets up 3rd and long. Sweezy in the shotgun again. Double wide receivers right, 1 to the left. And looks like the same formation. Tate still in there at H-back. Twitty with his hands up saying, hey, man, what's the play? And now Sweezy's got time. He's got time. He's going to let it go long. He's got a man out there. He couldn't hold it.
Can't quite hold it.
Man, almost to KJ Leslie as the ball was right there. And I think Leslie just had too much momentum and couldn't hold it in.
Yeah, off his fingertips. About a half a foot shorter on that throw, KJ Leslie would have had a big pass completion.
So only 1 Falston Pharmacy first down. So if you're a North Lincoln Knight fan, that is a win for your defense, as you're going to get the ball back with around 9 minutes left to go on the clock.
Zach Benfield out to kick for Burns.
So the ball on the 31 as Benfield back to kick it. Snap is back. He's got it. Foot into it. End over end. Going to hit at about the 38 and bounce. Take a great bounce. And all the way inside the 20. So both punters getting it done tonight as Benfield pins him inside the 20, guys.
Yeah, it's going to roll all the way down to about the 17-yard line. So excellent punt there for Zach Benfield. And North Lincoln's got a long field ahead of them. 9 minutes, 7 seconds left in this ball game. They're down 17-21.
So can I expect more of the same from the Knights? I mean, they haven't been able to score this half, but they've been able to move the football.
Yeah, they've in each drive they've hurt themselves with at least one penalty, and adjustments halftime by Burns, and they've been able to keep them out of the end zone.
So 3-man front for Burns as Goodson's moved back to the middle. I wonder if North Lincoln's going to be able to take advantage of this. And nope, Beard's going to keep it outside. And can he break contain? And Brady, yeah, good job by Brady. He's going to have about 7 yards before they're able to bring him down.
Looks like he's going to be close to a first down.
And they're going to give him, he got it out to the 26, so that's 8 yards, second down 2.
You know, Brady's is a pretty big guy, but it don't look like he's running that fast. He's very cerebral out there, but he can
looks like he's
definitely make up some ground there.
Hopefully he's okay. He's shaken up and has come out of the ball game as he's on the ground. Hopefully that's just a cramp. I think that's what it is. So second down 2. Motion man is Caruso, and he'll get the pitch play, and Caruso gets about 3 yards, and I think the PA guy loves to say Caruso's on the loose, Ken.
Yeah, that's a favorite thing around here.
Well, good job of Burns for not letting him get too loose on that play. No gain on the play.
No, he got 3 yards and a first down. I think they're going to move it out there.
Was that sorry, I was looking at they'd already changed it on the clock there.
Well, I think both of us need to go see our optometrist. So it's going to be first down and 10.
I thought it was already first down.
I'm doing my Chuck Schumer impression with my reading glasses at the edge of my nose, and it's going to be straight ahead run with Williams, and maybe about 2. So second down and 8. And I tell you what, if North Lincoln is methodically able to take this ball down the field, you know, they're not going to leave Burns a lot of time, so Burns needs to stop. Actually, they give him about 3 yards on that.
Yeah. He's that top runner that's always got that lean. He always seems to fall forward and get that extra yard or half yard.
Yeah, I'm sure he spends a little time doing his squats in the weight room as he's been running hard and pushing people around. So 3 down linemen for Burns. It surprises me that they've adjusted like this. 3 linebackers. And again, he almost trips. He's going to let it go. It's one-on-one coverage. And
Brady almost
in
had
comes
it.
Setzer to knock it away. And I think some people are going to want helmet to helmet on that.
It was actually intended for Seth Moody. Looks like he had it and balled
Seth
it.
Moody, not Brady. Seth Moody on the receiver.
Setzer came out and laid a blow to Moody.
Who is the punter, who also plays wide receiver.
Brady is still on the sidelines down there, so I'm not sure what his status is.
Well, it sets up third down and 8. Setzer came in last minute, knocked that ball away. It did look like the helmets came together, but no call.
No call on that.
As he didn't really launch himself into the North Lincoln defender. Receiver.
Big play here, 3rd and 8.
Huge for both teams. As North Lincoln's going to go with 3 wide receivers. And Beard is going to fake the dive, keep it on a pitch play, keep it himself, and he's going to fight. And let's see, is it a face mask?
It's going to be a face mask. Bivens.
And a flag came out, did it not?
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. This is going to be 15 yards.
And that's a great break for North Lincoln, but Beard is a little shaken up.
That wasn't intentional.
That's
got a pretty good hand on his face mask there.
That's going to be a West End Sales of Vail first down, as that's going to move it all the way to the 49-yard line of the night. So
like
big break.
Beard's still on the ground. You want to take commercial there, Tom?
Okay, he's still on the ground. So let's take a 30-second, Ken. Let's take a 30-second. We'll be right back.
Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat.
You know, I hope the young man's okay. Its beard is a little shaken up, and he is a gamer. Just a hard-nosed football player, and he's limping off. That is just heartbreaking for that young man. Hopefully it's not that bad, Ken.
Well, unfortunate play, like I say, Burns, pretty obvious face mask penalty. No, it wasn't intentional, but you hate to see that happen.
And the new quarterback will be Jack.
Jack what? Is that his last name?
Jack Carter, I'm sorry.
Okay, Carter in relief of Beard. And he'll give it to Williams, who's going to get around the corner, and he's got 5, 10, 15 before he's gang tackled at the 32. That's going to be another West End Sales first down for the Knights.
Yeah, Williams on a run to the left side, gained big yards all the way up to about the 32-yard line.
So this is where Burns has, bent but not broken this half, as North Lincoln has been on the plus side a number of times, but just unable to finish drives as they did in the first half, Ken.
Yeah, and here you'll probably see, you won't see Carter keeping the ball as much. He's going to go to the dive man more, I think.
And he's going to keep it that time, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 32-yard run, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Degree laid the hit on him, knocked him down, about no gain on a play. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left. Burns up 21-17.
They're going to give him 2, 2nd down, 8 from the 30. Clock runs, 6:45 left to go, fourth quarter. And that's on your First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 21-17. Scoreboard also sponsored by No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky Electric. So here come the Knights. Carpenter in relief of Beard, who went out. And it's going to be straight ahead run to Williams, and he makes a man miss, still on his feet, hard run, still on his feet, spins out, and he's going to score a touchdown. What a run, Williams. What a run by Williams. And that's going to be a touchdown brought to you by Silver Point Homes of Lincolnton. Wow. Ken, break that down for us.
Well, Williams looked like he was going to be stopped for a short game. Broke one tackle, broke another tackle, looked like he was going to be slung down, kept that great balance of his, and took it all the way to the house, 32 yards for a touchdown.
So now that makes it North Lincoln back ahead, 23-21. As Fiore, I believe, now they're going to try a little trickery here. Let's see, Fiore up on the line. Now they're going to kick it.
This is a big extra point because still a 2-point game. This will make it a 3 if he makes it.
So let's see if Fiore's able to convert. He does have a big leg. And the snap is back, hold down, kick up, kick good, back in 60 seconds.
The kickoff sales event is underway at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. The selection is absolutely unbelievable. No matter what you're looking for, you'll find it at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. See the selection of trucks, vans, and SUVs, plus Mercedes, BMWs, Hondas, Cadillacs, Chevrolets, Nissans, Ford, and more. They have a vehicle for every need, and financing is available. Check them out at SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Become one of their satisfied customers today. Only at srautosales.com.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky by Wise Electric Control. Did you know we cover the entire Charlotte market?
Our Mr. Sparky electricians are everywhere to serve you from Cherryville, Kings Mountain, Gastonia to downtown Charlotte. We are your local electrician to call when you have any home or business electrical issues. If you're a Panthers fan, Knights fan, or Hornets fan, Mr. Sparky is here for you.
No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
The game.
All right, Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up from Fiore as the Knights retake the lead, 24-21. Short kickoff taken by Twitty. He's at the 28-yard line, fights out of a tackle. He's running the wrong way, though. He's going to lose a lot of yardage. Should have stayed where he was. He's going to be taken down at the 16-yard line.
On the tackle.
So it looks like Brady's okay. So it's 6:08 left to go. Burns will take it. Where will they take it, Ken?
It's like about the
it's going to be on the
16-yard line.
Yeah, inside the 20. Look like 16.
So Twitty had it out close to the 26, 27-yard line, went backwards. So Sweezy up under center. And like I said, Ken and Matthew, when I've seen this offset eye look, it's almost always a run to Kewan Pryor. As Sweezy's going under center, they're going power, and here comes Pryor around the right side and fighting his way, and give him maybe 7 yards, and it'll be second down, and let's see where they spot it. It's either 4 or 3 yards. Let's see where they spot it. And looks like they gave him 6.
Run to the right side there for Pryor.
I think if you're Burns, you want to melt this clock as much as you can, Because if North Lincoln gets the ball back, you might not get it back.
Well, Burns needs to score at all costs, no matter what, how much time's left. They need to get the ball downfield. 5 minutes, 36 seconds left in this game.
Sweezy under center, and he'll give it to Pryor again. Right side, banging his way. He'll be knocked down at the 26. Going to set up a big third down and about a yard.
Now, what do you do here, Tom? Is this 4-down territory already?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Because if you give North Lincoln back this ball, you may not get it back. Even on the drives they haven't scored, Matt, been 10-play drives. It's taken up 5-6 minutes.
Yep.
And Sweezy's up under center again, and he'll sneak it. Great play call there. He'll have a Falston Pharmacy first down, as they haven't done that all night. Sweezy hasn't had a rush besides that all night, I don't think, Matt.
Yeah, he's definitely got the ability. A little quarterback sneak error, just enough for the first down, up to about the 27-yard line.
So 5:01, 5 minutes left to go. Sweezy now been up under center. They've just brought Silas Tate in at H, and KJ Leslie, look at that, guys. Single coverage if they want to go to it, as everybody else is in the box. Burns may take a shot here. 10 on the play clock, so they have enough time. Now Sweezy barks it out. It's got it. Here comes Pryor again. Right side to the 30, to the 31. Still fighting.
Still going.
Still fighting. And he'll all the way out to the 42-yard line. And both running backs are just making power refuse to quit runs here, guys.
That's going to be enough for a first down for Burns. Across the 40.
We've seen Williams on the North Lincoln side, and now Pryor on the Burns side just refusing to quit, guys.
Yeah, he got about 8 or 10 yards after I thought he was stopped.
Yep.
So he just kept going.
Falston Pharmacy first down, out to the 41-yard line. As Burns now has got a couple first downs, 4:20 left to go, and here comes Pryor again through a little crease, still on his feet. He's met. Great tackle. Who was that, Ken? 7?
Number 7, Seth Whitley with a great open field tackle.
Well, the tackle was so good, you forgot that Pryor still got, 5 yards, because that was such a great, just met him and put him down.
Pryor's not able to juke the guys like he normally does. Like I said, this field's a little bit wet, so his cuts aren't quite as crisp out there.
Up under center again, and I'll tell you what, boys, this may be eight or not. Go ahead, Ken.
I tell you, this game has lived up to its billing, hasn't it?
This is a heavyweight boxing match. And it's Pryor going to try the left, and this time North Lincoln's got him bottled up. He fought his way for maybe a yard. Big third down here, guys.
Ball's up to the 45, 3rd and 5. Like I say, Burns is definitely in 4-down territory at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Snyder on the tackle.
3 minutes, 27 seconds left.
At this down and distance.
Austin Setzer checking in the game.
Yeah, Tate will check out. Setzer's going to play the H-back. And you know what? It wouldn't be a bad time to take a shot. Let's see if they do. And I think they're going to call a timeout. Somebody call timeout?
No, Burns.
No.
Nope.
10 seconds on the play clock, 9 seconds. The fans are stomping. You can feel the vibrations in the press box. And Sweezy's going to throw it. It looks like he's going to be. Oh, he got away. He's still rolling. He better get rid of it. He doesn't. He's sacked. A huge sack.
Knights have it.
No. They're going to call him down at the 35-yard line. As Sweezy got away from one but couldn't get away from another. He went to the ground, and the ground caused the fumble, but still.
But it's a big loss.
Man. This is basically the season for the Bulldogs, as it is 4th and 14 after a 10-yard loss.
Can't tell who was in pursuit from North Lincoln.
So it's
bring out 4th and 15. This could be the season for Burns.
Yeah.
You got to watch for the fake here.
Are they gonna punch? Surely.
I wouldn't put anybody back.
Timeout North Lincoln.
Timeout North Lincoln. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Introducing Wright's Jewelry new premium locket collection. More than just a pretty pendant, these lockets will hold precious memories inside. Show her your eternal love for her with a Diamond Eternity Circle pendant for a circle, and your love will have no end. Take a look at these premium created opal sterling silver pieces. They will take you straight to the beach. Rose gold is the most asked about metal in their bridal collection, but your choice is the most important to Wright's Jewelry. Let them help find your perfect matching bridal set. Free intuition bracelet with in-store purchase. And be sure to mention this Bulldog Game Time ad. Offer good till end of season. Customized in the right way since 1937. Bring Wright's Jewelry your idea, and they are sure they can help turn your wish into reality with their in-house jewelry design. Does your lady need a new anniversary band this fall? Wright's Jewelry has many options to choose from. Proudly sponsoring Burns High Homecoming Queen with this beautiful tiara. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 1. And don't forget to like and follow Wright's Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram at Wright's Jewelry Store.
All right, this is the ball game. 4th down, 15, 4 wide receivers for Burns. Sweezy's got the snap, protection holding up. He's got time. He scrambles. He's going to let it go. Man is there. Did he stay in bounds? It is K.J. Leslie with a huge conversion.
Big time throw across midfield for the first down for Burns, and the chains will move. 2 minutes left in this ball game, and Burns is still alive.
I tell you what,
big time throw there by Cameron Sweezy.
He had all day to throw.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm telling you, if Burns is able to win this game, that may be
tremendous
our biggest play of the game. As now they're going to go power. And Keywan picking his way, 45, and he's pulled down. Good job by the Knight defense. They only gave him 3, and that we're under 2 minutes. So they're going to have to hurry up a little bit if they're going to get down. And
Whitley with the stop again.
So Whitley, a good job, and the Knight defense, they're going to give him about 3.
Ball's at the 43 of North Lincoln. Burns driving.
144, 140 on the clock. Sweezy under center. Here comes Pryor again, and he's looking for a crease, and he'll get it to the 39 again.
Sarouse on the play.
Again, here we are, boys. A huge 3rd down. That's Sarouse. That's going to be a timeout, so we're going to take it with him.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. In sports, you want to get every advantage possible, and it's the same when it comes to your money, especially at tax time. And Noah K. and Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby is the place to go to get every advantage you deserve. They'll work hard for you to take advantage of the credits and deductions that you've earned and make the most of your return. Just call Noah K. at 704-484-2783 and learn more. Get the advantage. See Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service. 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, next to the S&M Sports Shop.
All right, if you're just joining us, huge play. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go, 4th quarter. Knights with a 24-21 advantage. 3rd down for Bulldogs in plus territory at the 40. Sweezy's in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Pryor back with Sweezy. He claps the hands. He hands it to Pryor. He's trying to get around. North Lincoln has him boxed in. Pryor somehow got away. And he's back to the left side to the 40, to the 35. Fights a man. He got a first down. That's a Falston Pharmacy first down on a tremendous run by Pryor.
Big time run. Keywan Pryor went right, fake left, cut across midfield for the first down. Ball's up to the 35. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in this ball game.
If you're Burns, you're going to have to hurry now. Sweezy in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers again. Sweezy claps the hands, has the ball. Here comes Pryor again. Fighting for yardage. Makes one man miss. 30. He's still on his feet. Gets out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So give him about 8, guys.
Play for
Klein
Burns.
on the tackle.
He gets that ball out of bounds. And all the way up to close to about the 25 or so.
And Klein did a good job there, Ken, of forcing Keywan to run to the sideline and not letting him cut it up.
Minute 7 seconds left in this game.
I tell you what, folks, it's going to come right down to the end.
I'm telling you what, don't go get a hot dog right now if you're in the crowd.
Western two AA finals berth on the line here for Burns.
So 4 wide receivers, 3 of them to the left, 1 to the right. Pryor still back with Sweezy. He barks the call, has the ball. Here comes Pryor again. He's leveled in the backfield. And Burns is going to have to burn a timeout. I think 1 minute and the clock's still running. And 56 seconds. Burns is going to try to run another play.
Painter with the stop.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 5. 50 seconds as Burns is going to have to hurry here. And Sweezy's got the snap. It should be a penalty on Burns. They don't call it. He's through a crease. He's got the first down. Still on his feet. To the 10, to the 5. It looked like illegal motion on Burns, but Instead, it's going to be a 1st and goal.
Looked like motion
run.
to me. My
goodness.
Big time run there. Keywan Pryor up to the 5-yard line. 37 seconds left. Burns is in business.
It looked like I'll tell you what, I'll take it as a Burns fan.
Wow.
But it's all the way to the 5-yard line, and they are livid in the box. As Pryor's going to get it again. He's bottled up. He bounces off one defender. He's trying to get the corner. He's taken down at the 9-yard line.
Number
now
15, Klein on the tackle for a loss.
All right, going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You know life is too short to be stuck in the cold. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby says, do all you can to stay comfortable in your home this winter season. Call Hopper Heating and Air to schedule your precision tune-up and ask about the new customer discounts. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning is located at 2310 Kings Road Extension in Shelby. Just call 704-482-8207 or visit the website at hopperhvac.com. Hopper Heating and Air Conditioning. Like them on Facebook too. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call the 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com.
All right, we're back as North Lincoln tackles Pryor behind the line on 1st down. It's 2nd down and goal to go from about the 9-yard line as both teams are stepping up. Pryor with a great run. North Lincoln with a great defensive play. Sweezy's in the shotgun now.
Burns trails by 3. 26 seconds left in this ball game.
And it's going to be 3 wide receivers for Burns. They're going to bring in Setzer at the H-back to block. Sweezy barks a signal, has the ball. Here comes Pryor. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's met.
And he's
stopped. And they're going to have to hurry. That's 20 seconds. 19 seconds is a great defensive play, and it just the quarterback draw did not work. Sweezy spikes it, and that's going to be 4th down, and here comes Zachary Benfield, and pressure kick coming up to send this thing to overtime with 12.1 seconds left to go on your First Federal scoreboard, First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
They hit Sweezy hard on that quarterback keeper, and it's going to come down to Zach Benfield to tie this thing up, send this in overtime.
You got to give the Knights some credit. They just read it like a book.
It'll be a 29-yarder, right?
That's correct. Ball will be spotted right in front of the 19-yard line, and now they're going to try to ice the kicker. Let me just keep it here, guys. I don't want to miss this.
No.
So it's going to be a 29-yard field goal. The senior. Now, if you're Burns, you have your senior kicker. At least you're in the middle of the field. I think the thinking was if we can pop Sweezy in the middle, great. If not, we have the ball in the middle. We'll send our senior kicker in. We'll send this thing to overtime. If you're North Lincoln, great read, great way to stay at home and make that tackle and keep Burns out of the end zone.
Well, this is well within Zach Benfield's range. We've seen him kick some a lot longer than this. This will send it to overtime. If you're just tuning in, North Lincoln up 24-21, 12 seconds left. Senior Zach Benfield's in the kick.
And just a reminder, Sam Brady has blocked 2 field goals and 2 extra points this year.
So look for Brady on this one. As the North Lincoln faithful are making their noise. Student section up screaming. Fans pounding on the bleachers, ringing the cowbells. I doubt Zach Benfield hears it.
Sweezy in for the hold.
Sweezy for the hold. Kick is up.
It's
and
good.
is it?
It's
it
good.
Is good.
Good.
So we're going to keep it right here. That is a big-time kick by the thumper, Zachary Benfield. And both
Brady.
teams. I mean, what a great job by both teams.
Yeah, Brady almost got a hand on it. Didn't quite get there.
But
Benfield's got ice running in his veins.
But Burns moving the ball into North Lincoln territory. North Lincoln coming up with a great defensive stand. And 2 great teams are going to overtime, boys.
What a kick by Zach Benfield. It's been crucial all year. He's kicked the ball well, got a huge leg. In a crunch time situation, he delivered.
So that ties it up. So we are where we began. Tied.
As it should be, probably.
Yep.
I said this was an evenly matched game, and, boy, it was even.
and you know, you talk about bragging rights, Lincoln County, Cleveland County. I mean, I don't care who wins this game. You have to tip your cap to the other guy. I mean, this was just a heavyweight fight. You take my best punch, I'll take your best punch. And I tell you what, after 12 rounds, they don't do it in boxing, though, do they? They don't add a 13th round, but
still
you know,
you
still got 8 seconds here.
Expect to see a little squib kick here by Benfield.
That's what you're going to see. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff.
And whenever they get it, they may still have time for one more play. I'm not sure, depending on what happens here on the kickoff.
That was a 15-play drive that took 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So great job by Burns. Great job by North Lincoln to keep out of the end zone. We think we're going to have overtime. Let's see. As Benfield kicks it deep. Brady's with it at the 15, at the 20. Stutter step. He's met by Azari Brown. And, he laterals it, but he's brought down.
Don't do that.
Picked up.
Good gracious.
Wow. Dangerous.
But it looked like Cal Stanford out there for a while ago. That was dangerous, Ken. That could have been scooped up.
It's a tie game. That's the thing about it. They could score.
Burns could have scooped that up and scored it.
I'm gonna do a Ric Flair on that. Woo! That was crazy. All right, let's take a time.
I had a heart attack on that one.
Back at 60 seconds.
Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation Service, LLC in Boiling Springs, North Carolina, is a full-service funeral and cremation provider owned by Robbie Morgan, who grew up in Ellenboro. They do cremations, funerals, and whole-body donations. Basic cremation package is $9.95. Traditional cremation packages start at $3,000, and their funeral packages start at $47.95. That includes the casket and poly outer burial container. They offer prepaid insurance-funded arrangements. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer questions or care for your loved one. Call 704-300-2343 or contact them on the web at rsmorganfsl.com. It's the best time of the year to buy a new mower from Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. Now for a limited time, Elliott Supply Company in Polkville is having a year-end closeout sale on in-stock mowers. With name brands like Husqvarna and Skag, you'll get the best deal of the year. Again, in-stock Husqvarna and Skag mowers are at year-end sale prices now. So hurry on in and save big money. Only at Elliott Supply Company, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail, Highway 182 in Polkville.
All right, we're back, and the way they do high school football team is each team will get a possession at the 10-yard line, and you have 4 plays to score. As far as I know, I'll make sure Keever, they can't kick field goals in this, right? They can kick field goals. That's correct. They can kick field goals. I have not seen an overtime game. I've been doing 4 years of Burn that I've not seen an overtime game yet, Ken, but what a better time for one.
And they'll do the traditional coin toss to see who gets the ball first.
Right. They're
same as regulation rules.
Right. So we'll do this, and then as soon as we know who's got the ball, I think they'll give them a minute. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll set it up. Looks like Landon Hoyle, and there's Beard right there. What a gamer.
Beard out there.
What a gamer that kid is. He's coming back in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he came off with an ankle injury earlier, so glad to see him back out on the field.
You could shoot that kid with a 12 gauge, and he's going to be back in the game. He's a gamer.
Yep.
He's not coming out of this game.
The refs explains the rules to both coaches and the players down there.
Yeah, so that's being explained. David Devine out there. The head coach for North Lincoln, remind me his name, Ken, the head coach for North Lincoln.
Nicky Basil.
Basil. So Coach Basil and Coach Devine, I believe, are out there. So they toss the coin, and the referee drops it. Good thing he's not playing wide receiver. He's going to throw it again.
Now the ref, he dropped it.
That's right. That's right. Who's got the ball? You definitely want the ball second. You don't want it for – it looks like North Lincoln won the toss, and, of course, they're going to defend that end. Burns will be on offense first, I believe. So Burns will be on offense, and they'll defer, of course, is what you're going to do. So Burns will have it on that end. And let's see, no, I don't have time for a break. So we're just going to keep it right here. If you're just joining us on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard, it's 24-24 as Zachary Benfield kicked the field goal with about 12 seconds left to go in this ball game to send this thing to overtime.
Well, Tom, what do you expect to see Burns do here on offense?
Oh, number 8. Number 8.
P1, see what he can do.
You see, what this negates, though, strategy-wise, Burns, your deep ball's negated. You don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And, Leslie and the other wide receiver, they go about 6'1", 6'2", so they're not like the big 6'5" guy you're just going to throw it up to.
And they got some big DBs for North Lincoln, too. So that
probably
takes that out of the play.
It's North Lincoln with the ball. I thought it was Burnsville, so check that. I'm sorry. North Lincoln with the ball first. I thought North Lincoln won.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Because they were talking to the North Lincoln coaches, but it's North Lincoln on offense and Beard back in the game. Sweep to the right and met
That's
Sarus, and he is gang tackled at the 7. So it'll be second down and goal from there.
It's like Nick Jackson was the first guy there for Burns.
And, you know, if you're the North Lincoln Knights, this kind of suits your game. You're a power football team, and you got 10 yards to make. And if you're Burns, it does take the deep ball, which you've been successful with at various times, out of the equation. So 3-yard run. Okay, so 3-yard run for North Lincoln. They'll have it at the 7. Beard back up under center. Now the North Lincoln line is set, and they're going to run it with Sarus. And he was running downhill, but gets to about the 4. So slowly moving.
Setzer there for the tackle.
So Setzer with the tackle. Where's the ball spotted?
Okay, the ball's at about
5-yard line.
Yep.
So 5 yards on 2 plays, and in comes 7. For the life of me, I keep forgetting 7's name. That's Whitley.
It's like it's about the 4.5-yard line, looks like.
So Whitley's in there and Brady. See, but Brady's there as kind of an H as a blocker. Let's see if they try to sneak him out on a pass play. And they're going to option play, and Beard's going to keep it. And he's stacked up at about the 3 by Bivens and some others.
Big-time defensive stop there for Burns. Crucial play here. What's North Lincoln going to do? You think they're going to go for it?
Yeah. Let's see. Jackson on the stop. Yeah.
Ty Williams checking into the game. I think they're definitely going to go for it here.
Oh, yeah. If I'm going to give this ball to Sarus or Williams. What do you think, Ken?
They're going to kick it now. Here comes Fiore in the game.
Oh, they are going to kick it.
Rathbaum, the kicker.
And the ball boy is a little confused. He runs back off. Almost had 2 balls on the field. So a big kick coming up for Fiore, which is in essence an extra point. Snap down, kick up, kick is
no good.
Is it? Let's see, it's still good.
Oh man,
it's still
it
good.
Barely made it. Folks, it barely made it over the bar by about 6 inches.
I think that kick was tipped by Nick Jackson.
Yeah.
Wow, very fortunate for North Lincoln. The ball just barely. I think it was about 6 inches over top the field goal post there. Wow.
Well, you know, I don't know, Ken. You got 2 yards to make. I like Williams or Sarus in that one. Of course, if you go for it and don't make it, then it's, you know.
Then they can pretty much kick a field goal, right? You know, do what they want to do and still can kick the easy field goal to get it. So.
And it's situations like that is why I like my job in the nice warm booth, not out there in the cold having to make that big decision. Because that's a big, big decision, as now Sweezy's in the gun and Pryor's beside him. Double wide receivers. Touchdown ends the game. Field goal extends it. Burns turnover, missed field goal. Anything will end this ball game. It'll be a North Lincoln victory. Now Pryor to the right of Sweezy. Sweezy's got it here. He's going to keep it to the right side. He's going to walk in, and that's a touchdown. No flags. It's over.
Wow.
27-30, the Burns Bulldogs are going to escape Pumpkin Center with a win as Sweezy walked in the end zone. They completely fooled the Knights.
Big time play there by Cameron Sweezy. Everybody keyed in on key one Pryor up the middle. Sweezy kept it to the right side and walked in the end zone. Burns will advance to the 4 AA finals against Shelby next week.
So 2 AA finals.
Two AA finals.
Sets up Shelby and Burns, but I'm going to tell you what, you can't say enough about the gutty performance of this North Lincoln Knights team as they fought tooth and nail. They got caught with their pants down a little bit there because Sweezy hasn't really kept the ball all night.
Wow.
So you just have to give credit to the Burns offensive staff for making a great play call. You North Lincoln fans, I know you're upset. I know you don't want to hear it, especially from me. You had a great football team. You had a great football season. You're going to come back next year with these young guys and be strong. So all the respect I can garner in the world for this North Lincoln Knights football team, Ken. They played hard.
They played a great game. 2 great teams out here, and boy, they didn't disappoint. Great play call there in overtime as the defense all went in the direction of Pryor, and as Matt said, Sweezy walked into the end zone.
All right.
Nobody saw that play coming for sure.
All right, we're going to take about a 3-minute break, and we're going to bring you the post-game show. Let me get the sponsors here. I'm being mauled. I'm being mauled by the Burns coaching staff. I'm being mauled by Chris Cognell. I'm going to send him my hospital bill, as I think I just got horse-collared. I think it was a horse collar.
I threw the flag.
That's a 10-yard
Okay,
right there.
it's a Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation post-game
Good job,
show.
guys. Good job, Coach
Recap
Goss.
of the game. Great job. Recap of the game brought to you by Wright's Jewelry of Falston. Play of the game will be brought to you by Putnam Distributors of Patterson Springs. Defensive player of the game will be brought to you by Rhodes and Beal Oil of Lincolnton. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. Sub of the game will be Subway of Boger City. And then overall play of the game, S&R Auto Sales of Shelby and Carolina Auto Direct of Lincolnton. We'll be back 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky by Wise Electric Control. Did you know we cover the entire Charlotte market?
Our Mr. Sparky electricians are everywhere to serve you from Cherryville, Kings Mountain, Gastonia to downtown Charlotte. We are your local electrician to call when you have any home or business electrical issues. If you're a Panthers fan, Knights fan, or Hornets fan, Mr. Sparky is here for you.
No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. Buy here, pay here at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Susie and Richie Knipe says now's the time to come in and save with down payment starting at $9.99. That's right, only $9.99. Come see the selection: Hondas, Chevrolets, Fords, Nissans, Kia, Lexus, Volkswagen, Dodge, and even a Hummer, plus trucks too. Be another satisfied customer today. Buy here, pay here at S&R Auto Sales. 411 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-487-0570 or go online at srautosales.com. When it comes to a Coyote, it's time to check out West End Sales in Vail, North and South Carolina's #1 dealer. Head to West End Sales in Vail for your Coyote today. Check it out. It's time for you to get ahead of the pack and get a new Coyote from West End Sales in Vail. Ask about their 6-year unlimited hour warranty and a free loader with qualifying tractors. That's West End Sales, located at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail. Introducing Wright's Jewelry new premium locket collection. More than just a pretty pendant, these lockets will hold precious memories inside. Show her your eternal love for her with a Diamond Eternity Circle pendant for a circle and your love will have no end. Take a look at these premium created opal sterling silver pieces. They will take you straight to the beach. Rose gold is the most asked about metal in their bridal collection, but your choice is the most important to Wright's Jewelry. Let them help find your perfect matching bridal set. Free intuition bracelet with in-store purchase. And be sure to mention this Bulldog Game Time ad. Offer good till end of season. Customized in the right way since 1937. Bring Wright's Jewelry your idea, and they are sure they can help turn your wish into reality with their in-house jewelry design. Does your lady need a new anniversary band this fall? Wright's Jewelry has many options to choose from. Proudly sponsoring Burns High Homecoming Queen with this beautiful tiara. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 1. And don't forget to like and follow Wright's Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram at Wright's Jewelry Store, or go to wrightsjewelrystore.com.
You are looking at the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Also the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Electric scoreboard, 30-27. And arguably, I've heard some of the other media and some of the other people in the North Lincoln booth say this was the best high school game they have seen in a long, long time, and it was. And it's just really sad somebody had to lose this game. And unfortunately, if you're a North Lincoln fan, Sweezy takes it in overtime #1 after North Lincoln kicks the field goal, and it ends 30-27. So let me give you the recap of the game. This is brought to you by Wright's Jewelry of Falston. And once again, this postgame show brought to you by Stamey, Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The first drive, North Lincoln ran 11 plays before they threw an interception. They forced a Burns 3 and out, got the ball back. Ty Williams dashed into the end zone from 54 yards out. Extra point was good, 7-0 after that one-play drive. North Lincoln forced a Burns punt, then had another long drive that resulted in a missed field goal. Burns ran a play, fumbled by Leslie, so North Lincoln took back, so a couple of sudden changes there. But then 86-yard TD run by Beard, only a 2-play drive, took 59 seconds, 90 yards total. The extra point was good, and it was 14-0 North Lincoln at that point. Then Burns struck back, 3-play drive, big play, 70-yard TD, Sweezy to Twitty. Benfield extra point good, 14-7 at that point. Then North Lincoln had another drive, a 60-yard drive on 8 plays, took nearly the rest of the time in the first half. It was a 22-yard field goal by Fiore, 17-7, and that's where we ended up at halftime. Burns took the opening kickoff, went 11 plays, 75 yards, 2:45 off the clock, 10-yard TD run by Pryor. Extra point was good. At that point, it was 17-14. Then North Lincoln was forced to punt. Burns got the ball back, 5-play, 90-yard drive, 60-yard TD pass to Leslie, another bomb. Extra point good. Burns took its first lead at that point, 21-17. North Lincoln then ran 10 plays, was forced to punt. Burns was then forced to punt. North Lincoln got it back, and then they run 9 plays. They take 3 minutes off the clock, 25-yard TD run on an incredible run by Williams. The extra point good, 24-21 at that point. Burns took 6 minutes and 30 seconds to run 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Forgot to count up the plays. 14-play drive that took 6.5 minutes off the clock. Benfield nails the field goal from 29 yards out, 24-24. That forced overtime. In the first overtime, North Lincoln was stopped after 3 plays. Fiore kicks a very short field goal, 25 yards, 27-24 at that point. Burns on its first play in overtime. Sweezy faked it to Pryor, kept it himself, walked into the end zone, 30-27. Extra point, not kicked because it's not needed. And that's where we ended up, 30-27. And that is your Wright's Jewelry recap of the game. So Matthew and Ken have been working on the stats. Not sure which one of you is going first. Let me know what you got.
Go ahead and do what you got, Ken.
Okay, folks, this exciting ball game. Just go over a few offensive stats I have for both teams, and then Matt will join in with some of the stats and what he saw tonight in this exciting ball game. First of all, for the losing Knights tonight, big game by Landon Beard, the quarterback who executed that option. I have him 195 yards rushing on 17 carries. The other rusher, big rusher for them, and he had a touchdown. Ty Williams was 2 touchdowns on 15 carries, 165 yards. Jake Sarouse, 15 carries for 88 yards. Those were the big rushing stats for the Knights. The Knights only tried a couple passes. They were 3 for 6 for 44 yards with 1 interception. Unfortunately, Beard did get hurt late in the game, and that he was out for some of the plays after that. For the Burns Bulldogs, Pryor, Keywan Pryor, who had only 8, by my count, only 8 yards the first half, came on strong the second half. I've got him for 148 yards on 18 carries. And Leslie, with a big game at quarterback, I've got him on 5 of 9 for 228 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and then also the 10-yard run in overtime to give the Bulldogs the winning victory.
All right. Thank you, Ken Link, for putting that together for us. Matthew Royster, what have you got?
Well, I got some defensive stats here. Austin Setzer, 15 total tackles, 1 pass deflection, Braxton Bivens came in with 15 as well. Nick Jackson tipped in with 11 tackles himself. So, big-time game for Brack. He made a couple of them stops there on that last drive there. Austin Setzer as well. Overall defense played pretty good tonight, and enough to come up with a victory tonight, Tom.
All right. So thank you, Ken Link and Matthew Royster, for bringing us those stats on this post-game show. Once again, brought to you by Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. So the play of the game, guys, I mean, there are so many big plays for Burns in North Lincoln, but I'm going to go the play of the game is the call of the game is to let Sweezy keep that ball, which North Lincoln had not really seen all night. So that was a great time to say, hey, they're going to be focused on it, and you don't blame North Lincoln.
You got to concentrate on Pryor like they did all night, and did a fairly good job on it.
But if you weren't looking at the broadcast on YouTube, the whole defensive front keyed in on key one, and there was nobody within 10 yards.
But let me say this: North Lincoln had done a good job on those reverses, on staying at home on the backside, and one time they don't stay at home on the backside, and it's just at the critical moment in the game. So that is my play of the game, and that's brought to you by Putnam Distributors of Patterson Springs. If you need brake pads, you need a fuel pump, you need something, anything that you could stick on your call my friend Brian Putnam at Putnam Distributors. Are good people, and Jim Putnam, the owner over there, been in business for a long time. All right, defensive player of the game is brought to you by Rhodes and Beal Oil of Lincolnton. Ken, I'm going to let you give the defensive player of the game for North Lincoln.
For North Lincoln Knights, I'm going to go with Sam Brady, who was all over the field on defense all night long, was key in the defense and try to stop Pryor. Also had some good plays on defended passes down the field from that safety spot. So Sam Brady would be the defensive player of the game for the North Lincoln Knights.
Matthew?
Defensive for Burns, I'm going to go with Braxton Bivens. 15 total tackles a night. I think he had 2 on that last drive there. I've watched this boy grow up since he was a kid. He's a great kid, excellent ball player. He plays D-line, plays offensive line, plays linebacker. He does it all out there for Burns, and he stepped up big tonight, Tom.
All right, so those are your defensive players of the game. Once again, brought to you by Rhodes and Beal Oil of Lincolnton. Now time for our offensive player of the game, brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. Ken, who do you have for the North Lincoln Knights?
I'm going to go with Landon Beard, who has had a huge game from his quarterback spot. I've got him 195 yards, 17 rushes, had an 86-yard touchdown run, and ran that offense pretty flawlessly most of the night. So Landon Beard is the Knights' offensive player of the game.
If I could say something about that kid, tough as nails and quick as a cat. I mean, he is just a ball player. Just a great, great performance. Sorry he got shaken up there, but just a gritty, gutty performance by Beard. Matthew, who do we have for Burns?
Offensive player. Let's go Keywan Pryor and KJ Leslie. Keywan's got 29 rushes for 147 yards. KJ Leslie has 3 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown. It was an overall team effort on offense tonight. Everybody pitched in and played well. Twitty had 75 yards and a touchdown as well, but let's go with both of those for co-offensive player of the game.
And mine would have been Cameron Sweezy. Threw the deep ball as well as he's thrown it all year. There are some doubters out there of whether he could throw the deep ball effectively. He showed the doubters that he was effective at throwing that ball deep. So Cameron Sweezy is my Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain offensive player of the game. Sub of the game, I know we didn't really talk about this, so guys, let me tell you who my sub of the game is, Jack Carter. You know why? You got to come in cold. You haven't taken a snap. And what you want your backup quarterback to do is manage the game. They scored a touchdown on that drive, Ken, that when Carpenter, hey, Ken, don't throw a pick. Don't put the ball on the ground. Don't be a hero. And he did exactly what the coaching staff wanted him to do, carry the ball one time, good ball security, and he ends up handing off to Williams and gets a touchdown. So Jack Carpenter is my sub of the game, guys.
Sounds good to me.
I agree with both those. Jack Carter and Swayze, I was very impressed at how he threw that football. I didn't know he was that good at throwing the football downfield, and he proved me that he's really an excellent quarterback throwing the ball.
I think he had a lot of doubters out there, but he proved a lot of people wrong tonight for sure.
So our Subway of Boger City, sub of the game. Once again, number 12, Jack Carter, coming in relief there at quarterback, and the result of that drive was a touchdown for the North Lincoln Knights. Now it's time for the overall player of the game, brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby and Carolina Auto Direct of Lincolnton. So let's go ahead and give the Carolina Auto Direct of Lincolnton North Lincoln player of the game, Ken.
I'm going to go with Ty Williams, who was on defense all night in the middle, made some key stops against Pryor, and also had 165 yards rushing on the night.
So that's our Carolina Auto Direct overall player of the game for the North Lincoln Knights. Matthew, for the S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, player for Burns. Who do we have?
Overall is Cameron Sweezy. He's got 2 rushes, 12 yards, and that big touchdown to seal the victory tonight in overtime. And passing was 6 for 12, 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, like I say, he proved a lot of people wrong. I mean, the people from Burns knew he could throw the ball. I don't think a lot of people outside of Burns knew he had that kind of ability to throw the ball downfield. But that's something that, he's definitely good at. And he's shown he can run the ball too there at the end. So he's a complete package for Burns tonight.
I'm going to give a honorable mention to the 2 kickers of this game. And we actually did have a field goal sponsor tonight. Al Lane Motorsports of Iron Station was sponsored those field goals and extra points tonight, so we appreciate them for sponsoring those. And I'm just going to say that both kickers did an outstanding job. The only one Fiore missed was on that bad snap, and that one really came back to bite the Knights because that field goal might have put them over the top, forced Burns to go for a touchdown in that situation late in the game. But Benfield, ice in his veins, that 29-yard field goal, I mean, that was a big-time kick by Zachary Benfield. So Fiore and Benfield get honorable mention. We know we don't give enough love to the special teams. And, again, those field goals and extra points were sponsored by Al Lane Motorsports in Iron Station. So, boys, any parting thoughts, Ken, about this season for the North Lincoln Knights? I know you watched them. Any parting thoughts that you want to send out to their fans?
Well, it was a historical season. This is the first conference title. They went through the conference undefeated. And Coach Basil, since he's been on here at head coach his second year, he's turned this program completely around. They're not going out there looking for what's going to happen bad next. They're going out there who's going to make the next play to help us win. And he changed the culture. They got a lot to be proud of. They lose a lot of excellent ball players, and I hate to see them go, but they'll be back next year. North Lincoln will, and they've got an undefeated JV team coming up. I think they'll be a favorite to win that conference championship in the South Fork 2-8 again next year. Just congratulations on a great season for them, and best of luck to the Burns Bulldogs as they go on to face Shelby and have a second chance at the Shelby Lions.
Matthew?
Absolutely. Well, like I say, everybody tune in next week, same time, same place, same YouTube channel. It's going to be a big one down there in Shelby. I expect to see a packed house. Might be one of the biggest games in Cleveland County history, a chance to go to the state championship. Tom, what do you think about that? That kind of sends chills up your back, don't
Yeah,
it?
it is, and it's going to be a pressure game. And we know that Shelby won round 1, 26-16. And we know the Golden Lions are going to have us at home, and their fans and their crazies and their student section are going to be all pumped up for that. Burns will have a large contingent there. Not that great of a home field advantage because you don't have far to go down from Lawndale. I'm just glad that no matter what happened, North Lincoln, West Lincoln, Burns, and Shelby, KTC was going to have one of our coverage area teams, and we've just had great football. And if anybody, I will say this, I know the Cleveland County people talk a good game, Ken. I'm sure you hear them in the radio world. But I'm telling you that Lincoln County came to play tonight.
Yes, they did.
And you can, and really can, it feels like North Lincoln could have won this game. They could have been blowing them out in the first half, if a couple other balls bounced their way. North Lincoln's on their way to Shelby next week.
Well, and what I heard, and fans talk, I know the coaching staffs, they have respect for each other. and the players do, but fans talk a lot, and I heard things like, you think North Lincoln got enough athletes or speed to hang with the Burns? And I said, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I really thought it was an even game.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to be. It was very even.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, so the next game, people are saying, okay, folks want to know when the next game is. Okay, let me tell you when the next game is.
Wow.
Friday night, like all the other games. It'll be Friday night at Pearlie Allen Field, Shelby, North Carolina. If you don't know where it is, just go where 150 and 74 meet and look to the left, and you're going to see a big golden lion there. That's where the game is,
Just
guys.
follow all the cars headed there.
And if you don't know that, come on, guys. You know that the Burns Bulldogs are going to Shelby tomorrow night. Next Friday night, 7:30. We'll have it on KTC. Can't promise you video, guys. The Shelby people and the KTC people are going to have to sort all that out, so I don't want to speculate. Will there be video? Will there not? Who's going to cover the game? I'm going to let the boss man, Kevin and Calvin, take care of that. That's above my pay grade. But I do know we saw a great ball game tonight, and thank you to all of our sponsors, including our title sponsor, the Renato Auto Mall of Shelby. And also want to make sure we get our field goal and extra point sponsor one time. We haven't had one of those all year long, Matt. So Al Lane Motorsports of Iron Station, who sponsored that big Zachary Benfield field goal, which could have been one of our plays of the game. But thank you to them and all of our sponsors for making this possible. It's not possible for us to cover the games unless we have these sponsors. So what I want everybody to do is close your computer, get off Amazon, and go shop at our local merchants who make all this possible.
Absolutely.
So for Tom Senafani, Ken Link, and Matthew Royster, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. If you're a Burns fan, North Lincoln fan, great season. We'll see you next year on KTC Broadcasting. Good night. Don't forget, kick it on over to the Renato Auto Mall postgame show where the boys will be breaking down all the action from around the area. Good night. See you next week. All right, guys, thank you. Thank you for making that possible. Okay.
I guess we're done.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Great job. Enjoyed working with you. Yes, sir. Enjoyed it. Great job.
I forgot the damn extra sponsor. Hadn't had one all year, Ken.
There you go.
I have not had one all year. The what sponsor? There was an extra point sponsor at the bottom on the left side.
Good. Thank you.
I just didn't read it.
All right, I never knew that either, man.
And I figured Calvin would have sent me a message during the broadcast. Well, I don't know. They'll probably have to give him a freebie somewhere. Because I effed up.
I got underneath here.